is. Oh, here we go. Come on, bit of rugby league action. Bit of rugby league action today, and we are good to go. Hey guys, how you going? So I'm BK Sport. We are here for some rugby league Sunday afternoon action. After we've just seen actually the women's game where the Tigers slap and dap at the Eels. She's not a good weekend for the Eels there. But this game here, we've got the Penrith Panthers taking the Canterbury Bulldogs, and God help our soul. God help our soul, ladies and gentlemen. God help our soul. This is going to be an interesting one, especially when you're about to hear the team list of the Dogs that has been adjusted dramatically. Like this Bulldogs team today, if they win, it is the biggest upset of all time. I just want to throw this out there. If the Bulldog win today, that is the biggest upset nearly of all time, because they have adjusted this team so dramatically that it's going to be super interesting to see how they get on in this game against Penrith, with Nathan Cleary back as well in Penrith. Oh, jeez. Like, honestly, this is a tough one. This is a tough one for them, especially after the changes. But, guys, let's get to the two-team lineups, and then into the ladder positionings. We've got about 13 minutes to go until the game does kick off. So, hit that like button, smack it, subscribe if you are new around here, and let's get into it. So, the Penrith Panthers here, they are $1 to win. You win 1 cent per dollar. 1 cent per dollar to win, for the Panthers to win, and they are in second position, but if they win, they do go into first. The Bulldogs, on the other hand, they are in 16th position. They're 19 to 1 to win this game. That's how much they're just not giving any hope to this team. And this is in Penrith, as I said. The ins here for the Panthers: Brian To'o, Isaiah Yeo, Liam Martin, Nathan Cleary, and Stephen Crichton. With the outs being Isaac Tungo, Jamin Salmon, Matty Eisenhuth, Tom Jenkins, and Zach Hosking being the outs there. Isaac Tungo, a big loss there considering he's been in some good form, and also a lot of people brought him in Supercoach last week. Fullback-wise, Dylan Edwards with Sonia Tarova and Brian To'o on the wings, Stephen Crichton and Tyron Peachy in the centres. Jerome Luai is the 5'8", Nathan Cleary is the halfback and captain, with Moses Leota and James Fisher-Harris as the front row. Mitch Kenny is the number 9, Scotty Sorensen and Liam Martin starting back row, and then Isaiah Yeo is the lock. Interchange-wise, Sonny Luke, Lindsay Smith, Spencer Leniu and Luke Garner, with the 18th man replacement being Jack Cogger. Regardless of the outs there, and there is obviously a couple of big outs in Isaac Tungo and Zach Hosking. I think James Salmon's been good this season too. Fact of the matter is, the Panthers should be winning this game. There is literally no excuses for this team. There's a whole lot of excuses for the other team, but this team, absolutely no excuses. They should be winning this one, and really should be putting their foot down. Let's be honest. They're into the Bulldogs now. Harrison Edwards, Hayes Perham, Paul Alamotti, and Samuel Hughes are in, with Braden Burns, Fatmanu Brown, Jacob Preston, and Toby, my boy, Sexton, unfortunately out there. Really sucks to see that, because he was doing well for the Doggies in the 2 games that he had. Well, 1.5 game he had before the injury last week. Would have loved to have seen him go here. I just realised Jacob Preston out. Oh, my Supercoach! Oh my God, my Supercoach! Oh, man, gee whiz. Hold on, I've got to fix my Supercoach. Jacob Preston out. Can I do anything? Because there's only 2 games today. I don't think I can do anything unless I don't think I can do anything. I'm just going to have to take an auto emergency. Jacob Preston out is a huge loss there for the Doggies. Holy gee whiz, Dogs fans. He's been one of your best players all year too. Hold on, let me just, before I get into that rest of that team list, let me just make sure of something here. Preston. Oh, no! I could have put Madison in. No! Nikora's in my starting lineup. Damn it. So what am I going to get? Robson's 40 maybe? Or, no, I'll get Robinson's 40. Okay, I'm okay. I'll get Robinson's 40. It's not too bad. Oh, no. Unless Fione's playing for Manly. I don't think he is. So I'll get Robinson for 40. Oh, look, I'm okay. Look, don't stress. Not stressing here. Not stressing here. But the Doggies, Hayes Perham is the fullback. Yes, Hayes Perham goes to the fullback, with Blake Wilson and Jarrell Skelton being on the wings. No Adokar, obviously. He was a late scratching. Jacob Carraz and Paul Alamotti are the centres, with Matt Burton as the captain in 5'8", and Jake Averillo, who goes from fullback to their 7. In the front row, you've got Max King and Raymond Fatala Mariner, and then the number 9, not Reid Marnie, it is Kyle Flanagan. They've decided to put Reid Marnie to the bench today with Flanagan, who might not even be there next year as their starting 9. Interesting decision-making. Back rowers-wise, Tavita Punga Jr. comes in with Jaden Ockenbaugh as a starting back row, and then Corey Waddle is the lock. Interchange-wise, Reid Marnie, Harrison Edwards, Curtis Marin, and Samuel Hughes, with the 18th man replacement being Jackson Torpenny. If the Dogs win this game, it is an absolute miracle. It is a genuine miracle. You know, good luck to you, because it might be a tough one, but if you can get up and be one of the best wins you've nearly ever seen. So I am going to tip the Panthers here, and we'll tip them 13+. Dogs, good luck. Now, if the Doggies are to lose this game, they will stay in 16th because the win by the Dragons over the Tigers. Because they've got a minus points differential of minus 133 to the Dogs minus 236. So the Dogs are well and truly below the Dragons in that regard, but they could go even well and truly further below in the points. They've got the worst points differential in the comp right now at minus 236 because the Tigers are in last and still got minus 199, so they're still better than them in that regards. But at least for the Dogs, they're 4 points above the Tigers, so they can't go into last, they can't drop any further, and the Tigers already lost their game, so they can't bridge that gap anymore. And I don't think the Tigers do play the Dogs for the rest of the season. If the Doggies are to get a miraculous win, they would only go back into 15th, above the Dragons there. They'd go to 18 points, which would be effectively 2 points behind the Titans. We all know how that went yesterday. So, yeah, the Doggies would be still a little bit away from getting out of that bottom four, because the Dolphins will get the 2 points from the bye, obviously, and Manly play a little bit later on, but they're more than likely not going to be winning that game. Moving on to the Panthers now, if they win this game, they go into first. Their points differential is plus 203, with the Broncos being plus 131, so the Panthers would go above them regardless of how much they win by. That is a significant point. And the Broncos are the second best points differential in the comp, and they're already 68 better than the Panthers, so that tells you a lot. If they lose this game, they cannot go down because the Sharkies have a plus 102. Obviously, that's not going to be enough. But if they win this game, they'd still be 2 points short of them. So the Panthers won't go anywhere further down. But if they win, they do go into first position. So let's get into the chat. Let's see what you guys are getting around. Obviously, hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new around here. And hopefully it's a good game, man. We hope, we pray, man, please, We hope and we pray. Hayden Lads says, imagine Bulldogs win. Absolutely. It would be insane. Brighton says, calm the Dogs. Good luck, mate. Good luck, Brighton. Brian says, don't even worry about playing footy, Dogs. Just throw uppercuts every second tackle. Yeah, well, there you go. Exactly right. May as well. May as well at this point. Stars Boy says, I think Serraldo is intentionally trying to give us the spoon. Why is Perman Alamotti in? Averillo halfback, front 09 with Reed in the bench? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand any of these changes at all. I'm not too sure what the point of it is, especially when you're going to Penrith to play. Like, I guess he's just said, you know what, we've lost the game. Let's try something else out. But you can't have that mentality. Like, you can't. Although I had one of the most demoralising days in Titans history yesterday, I'm still going to be there next week, and we still believe that we can win. We still back our team in. I'm surprised with the changes with the Dogs, because it just doesn't really make a great deal of sense, especially considering you'd kind of think of doing that if Flanagan was staying next year or with a young gun coming through. But to put a guy that probably won't even be there next year is super intriguing, because it's like you're giving him a rep. He doesn't really need to be given a rep by the team. Lucas says, what's this Dogs team? It's a very good question, Lucas. Very good question. I can't answer it. Jimmy says, what do you think the score prediction will be? Score prediction, mate, I can give you a score prediction. Dogs fans won't like it. I would be dead set looking towards like a 48-0. I would be looking towards that. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it could get really ugly. If the Dogs can do something, good on them. But no Viliami Kikau, no Josh Adokar, no Toby Sexton. They've put Averillo into the halfback with Flanagan as the 9, Reed Marnie the bench. Hayes Perham, who's had a pretty rough season as the fullback. Their back row, starting back row is pretty underwhelming in... their starting fullback is underwhelming. They got Jaden Ockenbaugh and David Pangai Jr. as their starting back row. Corey Waddle is their 13. For Talamaran and Max King are probably the better of the guys in the front row, in the forwards, but still nothing too crazy exciting there. And Flanagan in the 9, I really am terrified for that Dogs pack. Like, you've got, let's compare the forwards, right? Front row forwards, Moses Leota and Fisher Harris, two of the best front row forwards in the game, going up against Max King and Fatala Mariner. You give that to the Panthers by a landslide. Mitch Kenny and Kyle Flanagan, you don't give it to Mitch Kenny by a landslide. Mitch Kenny's not that great, but he's better than Kyle Flanagan, I'm not going to lie to you. So Mitch Kenny and the Panthers get that one too. The back row of Liam Martin, Scott Sorensen versus David Pangai Jr. and Jaden Ockenbaugh, you don't even consider the Dogs in that battle. And then Isaiah Young, Corey Waddell, they are completely in different ballparks. One's in, Yankee Stadium, and the other one is in the Texas Rangers Stadium. It tells you everything you need to know. Like, it's just the forward packs there are so uneven. And then even when you get to the halves, Matt Burton and Averillo versus Luai and Cleary, what am I meant to say there? Wingers of Brian Toto and Sona Torua against Wilson and Jarrell Skelton, come on, and Tyrone Peachy, Stephen Crichton to Jacob Krause and Paul Alamotti. there's literally not a single position in this team, in this game, that the Bulldogs win in position battles. Dylan Edwards, Hayes Perham. There's just not a single position. Actually, let's have a look at the bench, see what it's like. Reid Marnie is better than Sonny Luke. Lindsay Smith. So I guess the 14 role is better for the Dogs, but overall, the interchange of Spencer Lenny, Luke Garner, and Lindsay Smith to Harrison Edwards, Curtis Maroon, and Samuel Hughes, you definitely get that to the Panthers. And yeah, even the 18, Jack Cogger, is better than Jackson Torpany for the Dogs. So yeah, could be a rough one here, doggy fans. Might not be many Wolf today. Don't forget, guys, after this game, we'll be doing the Sharks versus Manly. And I'll be going to watch Oppenheimer. I'm going to go watch a movie. Get myself out of that rugby league mindset for a little bit. Just need it. I need it after this weekend, eh? I need it after this weekend. Troy Fitzsimmons says, I'm a Super Warriors fan, so hoping for Bullies to win. Yeah, absolutely. You want the Dogs to win, but realistically speaking, you're probably going to be saying sayonara. And the thing is, though, is that even if the Panthers were to win this game, even if the Panthers were to lose this game, the Warriors will still be 2 points below them, and their points differential is 98 better than the Warriors. So it would take 2 extra losses from the Panthers. The Warriors don't play the Panthers. It would take 2 extra losses from the Panthers for the Warriors to be able to do that, whilst the Warriors keep winning. And I want to clarify here, because I got a comment yesterday from someone taking the piss out of me for the Titans. They deleted the comment in the end, but they said that they were a Warriors fan who said that they were so frustrated, built up frustration from how I continuously doubt the Warriors. I like the Warriors. I want the Warriors to do well, man. And anyone who watches my videos knows I want the Warriors to do well. But I'm just telling you that there are still concerns around the fact they haven't beaten the Panthers, Rabbitohs, Broncos, and even the Storm. They haven't beaten these teams yet. So I still have those concerns going to the end of the season. Plus also the fact that the Warriors always build you up to let you down. And that's just how it is. Doesn't mean I hate them. Doesn't mean I dislike the Warriors. I want them to do well. But you do have to look at it from a realistic viewpoint. I understand you want to win. And I understand you want to win the premiership and guarantee and have everyone say, oh yeah, you guys are favourites. If I did that, I'd be lying to you, because Panthers are the favourites for this competition. But the Warriors are a good team for sure. But I have also grown up through a time, as true Warriors fans have, where they build you up to let you down. And this is one of their best seasons I've seen to date. However, there are still concerns surrounding the competition. So I'm not going to lie to you to make you feel better. I'm not a channel here that's going to, tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what I believe and what I believe you need to hear. It doesn't mean I'm right. You guys could go on and win the comp, but it's just, there are still concerns surrounding the team. So yeah, don't think that I dislike the Warriors. I think, and I said this last night to you guys, every time you make a comment about a team, people only focus on those ones, and they then automatically assume that you dislike their team. Clarky gets it all the time. It's not like that. I tell you I don't like. You guys know the teams I don't like. But I can still look at them as a realistic viewpoint. Ask Brighton. I don't like the Broncos. They're all Muppets. But Brighton knows I'll tell you guys legit, what I genuinely believe about what's happening with the Broncos and whatnot. Bulldogs are out of the field right now. Boggy Sports says, I'm praying to Dazmate right now. We always pray for Dazmate, regardless of, just in life. Just in life, we pray for Dazmate. He is there, I believe. I think he has gone to the game too. Just knows no South in the 8 currently. Yeah, Ali Ahmed, yeah, huge, because the Cowboys win last night wasn't by enough. The Eels stay in the 8 with the Rabbitohs being in 9th. But the Rabbitohs do still have a bye this season. And the Rabbitohs' end of season stretch is pretty strong, as in pretty good. They play the Tigers next week, whilst the Eels play the Storm on a bounce back. Oh boy, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, that battle, but I do think the Rabbitohs get there for sure. Brian says it would be impressive if the Dogs can crack this Penrith defence even once. That's why I said if I'm going to make a prediction, it might hurt Dogs fans who now might think that I hate them. I don't like a lot of their fans, but I think that it's going to hurt Dogs fans for me to say I think this could be a fitty bomb. I think this could be 48-0. That's my specific prediction, but it could be more. And anything less than that is impressive for the Dogs with the team lineup that they've put out there. Get around your Jalen. Doxo Forces, to be fair, when they played Melbourne, they had no players in the bench. Okay, but then I will counter you with when they played the Broncos had 6 players out, including Payne Haas, including Reece Walsh, including Paddy Carrigan, and all that. And obviously the Broncos have won that in New Zealand too. So yeah, I understand what you're saying, but they haven't beaten those teams yet. And that's a stat. That's a fact. That's not me giving my opinion on that. They just haven't beaten those teams yet. Lucas, I think Broncos have to beat the Panthers for us to move above 3. You would still need another loss. You'd need that and another loss. So go through the schedule and look where the Panthers can lose another game. All right, so it's going to be Panthers with the ball at the 10. Mitch Kenny gives it up to Moses Leota. And second tackle, 20 metres out from their own line. Jack O'Brien, how do you feel about the Sharks after the Warriors game? Not good, mate. I won't lie, Jack. I won't lie. Not great. The Sharkies are... I had them in my grand final pre-season. Like, they're lucky that their end of season schedule is pretty easy because they'll make the 8, but I can't see them lasting too much longer into the 8 there. You know, for me to have Rabbitohs and Sharks as my pre-season grand final, it's not looking fantastic. I still have hope for the Rabbits when Trell comes back, but they are a one-man team at the moment. And even that, I don't think that saves them from that Broncos team on the weekend at the Sunshine Coast. So Bulldogs with the ball here at the 13. The second tackle now. No, Jingle, this is my prediction is 42-6 the Panthers. Who do you think can score? How do you think they're going to score here, the Dogs? That's my question. Like, this Panthers defense is the best defense in the league by a long way as well. Dogs, Tavita Pangai Jr. to the 35-40. Good run at the 4 tackle now. Yeah, the defense of the Panthers is unbelievable. They've only given up 218 points in total. The next best is... Oh my God, the next best is 341. That's not obviously this game, but they might not concede in this game. So they've actually got a better defense by about 123 on the next best, which is the Broncos. That's insane. Yeah, that's insane. 123 points less than the second best defensive team in the comp. All right, so second tackle over the Panthers at the 25, sorry. I reckon the beard looks good on you. See, some people say this and some people don't. You know, but I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it, so I will be getting rid of it. Adds a penalty to the Panthers. You don't want to be doing that today, doggy. You don't want to be doing that. Wow, Blaze, you must absolutely hate everything about us for not tipping us. Don't worry, mate. I'll probably get that somewhere along the line. No, I probably will. I probably will, mate. I think people always just do look for a reason to. If you don't circle jerk their team, right, and you don't tell them their team is going to win the comp, they then automatically think, oh, this person has a negative agenda against us, because you have, when you're a fan of your team, you obviously think higher of your team than everybody else, right? So then, if I'm not validating that, then they think, oh, okay, he must be just a hater, when it's not the truth. Second tackle now, Nathan Cleary, 35, now 25 minutes out. Third tackle. Here come the Panthers. Dogs, you can't be conceding in the first 4 minutes. You can't do it. Mitch Kenny, left-hand side to Isaiah Yo to Luai. Luai kicks it through here. Scotty Sorensen! No, try time instead, Tyron Peachy. Scotty Sorensen's coming through. I have been super coach. I really wanted him to score that try, but it will be Tyrone Peachy who scores. Yikes. Spencer says, surely Bulldogs get the dub. Surely not. Surely not. If Bulldogs win today, you go bald. You know what, Shuey? I'm not going to do that because I don't want to go bald, and I would also get absolutely slaughtered in my personal life. If the Bulldogs win today, mate, you know what? I'll trade Nico Hines out and I'll bring in Luke Brooks in my Supercoach team. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Jacob Ryan says, I know I'm a Sharks supporter, that's why I asked. Yeah, no, it's rough, man. And, you know, my mum's a Sharks fan. I would love the Sharks to do well for her, but it's hard to kind of back them in right now. But they have a good end of season stretch. They just need to hope that they get into the finals and fix their top 8 dramas. But that's a try for Tyron Peachy, and it's going to be 6-0 any moment now. Does that get classed as a try? No, okay, that's a try July celebration. By the way, for everyone who watches the cricket, we love the rain, we do. We love the rain. We love the rain, we do. We love the rain. Wind it up, Poms. Get it up, yeah. Get it up, yeah. Shuey says Dogs will score final couple minutes when Penrith get lazy. Yeah, that's a good point, Shuey. That happens a lot in this sport specifically. But Cleary here, he is gonna slap it on in. Was that Cleary who kicked that for the assist, by the way? Coffee says we love the rain. Mate, Coffee, we love the rain so much. Have you seen Stuart Broad whinging? Like, bro, this guy to talk about ethics and this guy to talk about legitimacy. He said the last Ashes was void. I guarantee you'll say this Ashes is void. And it's the same guy who didn't walk. Like, out of all people to be listening to, I don't think Stuart Broad's the guy to be talking about. Sam, so I think the Wires make semis, to be honest. semis is the second week, and they'll make top 4, so they'll definitely make. They can't not finish in the second week. I think the Wires can make the prelim. I think they can. I don't know if they go further though. But again, it's just because I haven't seen them beat the big teams yet. But I've got them for the prelim right now. I do, especially considering they'll have at least a home game. And if they win that first round home game, they get into the prelim, and it's another home game, so they might make the grand final. But their home record isn't as good as people do make out it to be. But I've got them for the prelim at this point. I just don't know if they can get past that point, especially with no experience. It's been 6 years since they made the finals. 4th tackle here, Liam Martin. He's going to get this ball to the 45. Good little run there by Liam Martin. Malcolm's not worried about the Titans bounce back. Well, we played the Cowboys first. Fisher Harris now, he'll be 45 years out. Titans play the Cowboys next Sunday before we play the Warriors in 2 weeks' time. It'll be a sold-out ground for all Warriors fans at Seabus. I can tell you. Actually, I know it for a fact nearly already. The Dogs now at 15. It's bad when Tyrone Peachey scores against you. Tyrone Peachey's been actually having a decent season with the Panthers, but that's because anyone can kind of have a decent season with the Panthers. Jason says we had no Haas, Walsh, Flegler, Cobbo, Carrigan against the Warriors. Yeah. Jack O'Brien's 50-0 Bulldogs get the Panthers the 50-point curse. Yeah, that's about as likely as Steve Roach being a good commentator one time in his life. 4th tackle now for the Bulldogs, and they'll be at the 40. Lucas says Storm probably best chance to beat Penrith, but looking at fixtures, reckon we have better shot to go above Bronx. Yeah, Broncos, they're still susceptible to a slip. They're not going to slip out of the 8 for sure. They'll be still top 4, but they're susceptible to a slip. Absolutely. All right, and also your points differential matches a lot more evenly with them. So Sonny Torova grabs the ball now at the 10 and brings it back to the 15. He's been so good for the Panthers this year. So underrated because people don't look at the nitty-gritty stuff that he does. Long afternoon, doggies. Sasha Kelson says, you're spot on, mate. 2nd tackle at 25. Should we say, Penrith, when you shave the beard, works out perfectly. I like it, Stewie. Deal. A shake on it. I love it. That's a deal. If Penrith win, I shave the beard. Beautiful. Hey, I didn't say it. It was a deal made by one of our subscribers. Dave Chase, if we lose by less than 60, it'll be a miracle. Well, this is what I said before. I said my prediction was 48-0. If you lose by any less than that, it's a decent enough performance. And I know I hate to celebrate mediocrity, but it is you don't want to just get absolutely whooped. Like 48-0 is whooped. But here we go. They're away. Oh no, obstruction. Well, the Doggies were about to get away, but that's an obstruction. So yeah, I would love to see the Doggies throw it around, but essentially this isn't their team. Like, it makes no sense, their selections today. And Panthers are going to be 20 minutes out. They're going to be, 25? No, it's going to be 35 minutes out. Oh yeah, it's so obvious. He's right there. Like, come on, man, get out of the way. Max one says more than a quarter of viewers tipping the Doggies. Oh, that'll be the Dogs fans. So first tackle, as much as people can dislike certain Dogs fans, they've got a lot of passion, Dogs fans, as a collective. 2nd tackle now, 15 metres out. Fisher Harris rolls it back. Off to Isaiah Yeo to Cleary underneath to Liam Mutt. Oh no, Dogs. Oh no. 1 metre out from the line. 3rd tackle. 8 minutes gone. 3rd tackle of the Panthers. 3 metres out. Mitch Kenny. Oh no, Dogs. Isaiah Yeo. Gonna be a long afternoon, Doggies fans. 10-0 with a kick to come. 10-0 with a kick to come. Malcolm says we have a bad history with top players getting injured if we can stay healthy. Yep. Jack O'Brien says, if Sharks don't win the comp... hold on. If Sharks don't win the comp of the men's, the women's Sharks team is there. They're cracked. I'm not worried about the Sharks this year in the women's game. The 3 teams that are seriously competitive for mine are the Roosters, the Titans, and the Broncos. Those 3 teams, I think they are favourites, those 3 teams. I think the Roosters might be favourites, the Titans might be 2nd favourites, and the Broncos might be 3rd favourites. But the Titans had a good win. I think the Roosters got a good win yesterday as well over the Broncos in a big game there. Okay, Rugby League. Let's go quickly have a look here. So yeah, it's Panthers try, by the way. Isaiah Yeo scored. Upcoming All Rugby League. Can you even bet on the women's game? That's sad. You can't even bet on the women's game. Who is favourites to win NRLW? Roosters are favourites. Here we go. This will get Roosters are favourites. I think Titans are 2nd. Actually, Titans are a little bit down. Considering their team, I'm surprised. Considering their team, they're surprised. So you've got the Roosters as favourites. You've got the Broncos in second, the Knights in third, Sharks in fourth. Sharks and Titans are equal. Sharks and Titans are equal. I think Sharks are playing now, actually. But there you go. Nathan Cleary makes it 2 from 2, and it is 12-0 to the Panthers. Lucas, I'd say Titans have given up now and no 10, and we should beat them, Malcolm. Liam Med says, if Dogs win, you shave the eyebrows. You know what? You know what? Yeah. You know what? I'll shave my eyebrows if the Dogs win this game. I'll do it. 30 minutes to go here in the first half. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe if you're around here. Raymond says, where can we watch? On KO or on BKR Sport. Matt Side Sport TV says, as a Bronx fan, we need the Dogs to pull off a miracle. Good luck. Good luck, man. So it's going to be 15 metres out from their own line. Lucas plays still realistic, Malcolm. Yeah, I'm realistic, but with that being said, we also still have beaten the Warriors the last 4 times in a row. And we've had, with the Titans and Warriors, we've had very kind of... the history between the two clubs is weird because when the Warriors were terrible and the Titans were decent in 2016, you guys still found a way to beat us. Forever, it's just always been, up until 2010, Titans would always beat the Warriors. And then after that, until 2021, Warriors would always beat the Titans. And then since... I think 2022, we haven't lost a game. So it's just weird how it just goes like back and forth on like long-term streaks. So Dogs now get his ball at 30. I don't think we make the finals though. I'll straight up say that. Main says, hey Blaze, Elijah I interviewed a few days ago. Good on you, man. Appreciate you. Star fanboy says, can I make a lawsuit against the Dogs for giving mental spasm attacks? Can I join you? But added another team. Third tackle at the 42. Should I take Panthers minus 32.5? I believe you should, Raymond, yes. So fourth tackle here at the halfway point. Dogs with the ball. They go right hands or foot pass. No foot pass. Okay, well, they're going to let that one go because it was the Dogs. Left-hand side of Matty Burton. And Burton's going to whack that one up there where it should be Brian Tuttle. Grabs it, and he does. Good tackle, though, from Polanamotti. Yeah, you can't bet on the women's games. Oh, it's strange because I couldn't find it on sports page just then. 19.W was shot with Southwell. I genuinely believe we win. I genuinely believe the Titans win the comp this year. They've got a good team, man. They're a really good team. They made some good signings from, like Tali Fui Maono, Shaylee Ben, Hagwitz and Vanya Palati, by the way, Jamie Chapman. They've got some really, really good signings there. I think the women's game is a lot harder to predict because not many people know a great deal about it. Left-hand side, third tackle. This is actually a good defensive set here from the Doggies to keep them inside their own 30. Jazz says, Knights, NRL double shot. That's right, Ellie. And it says, Dogs win, dye your hair blue and white. Well, guys, we've made a bet. We've made about 1 million bets. Panthers win, I get to shave my beard. If Dogs win, I shave my eyebrows. No beard, and the beard doesn't go. If the Dogs win, I shave my eyebrows, and my beard doesn't go. So it's going to be Dogs here. They go right inside to Drell Skelton, who knocks the ball on. Oh, no. Julian says, hey, boss. Hello, mate. How you doing? Yeah, we were your bogey. Now you're our bogey. Yep. I've got the KO on split view for women and men. Sharks women are the real deal. What's the score in the women's game right now for the Sharks? As the Warriors losing streak started after that game where Lodge got sent off. Yeah, because we won 44-0 in that game. Yeah, we won 44-0. Well, we needed to win that by 11 to go above the Sharks into the finals, and we won by 44. Ali says, Brisbane wish they can break bread with Melbourne. I don't even know what that means. I just took Panthers minus 33.5. Well, you're probably going to be, in some nice dosh shadow. 8 from 8 completions, 3 from 5 for the Dogs, but 8 from 8 for Panthers. And Luai, 25 metres out from the line. Here come the Panthers again. Lodge was a muppet for us, giving us fans middle finger. Oh, yes, absolutely. Panthers now Mosley Oaty. He'll be 20 metres out from the line, second tackle. Lodge cursed the Warriors versus the Titans. Oh, set restart with the Panthers again. Fisher Harris, he's going to be 10 metres out, 5 metres out. Here come the Panthers again, man. It's about to be 18-0. You watch. It's about to be 18-0. Yo, gives it to Cleary. Cleary keeps going. Oh, no. It's 16-0. Brian Toll. 16-0 to the Panthers. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be 16-0 to the Panthers. Brian To'o. Were you impressed with the Roosters at all yesterday? Can they make a run? It's a good question, right? Now that I've had a good sleep on it, I think that the Roosters know how to make a run. But also that Titans team yesterday, And these boys know I love them. These boys know I'll be there next week, and I support them every single week. But that was a pathetic performance yesterday. It was pathetic from the Titans, and they know it. It's not like I'm telling them something that they don't know. They know that was a pathetic performance yesterday, and I don't care about the second half. We can do much better than that. So, although the Roosters played well and they had their game, the Titans also had their really, really disappointing game. So I want to see the Roosters do it again next week. If the Roosters do it again next week, then yeah, okay, the form might be there. If the Roosters don't do it next week, it was the Titans. And I maintain that it was just how poor we were. Yeah, I would say that. But the Roosters do love a good end of season stretch. I just don't think that they have it in them now. If they had a 136-0 or more, if they'd gone on with their points differential would have been fixed a lot, but they didn't. The Titans still ended up scoring 3 tries when Jaden Campbell came on. And I guess it just shows we need to see JC playing in a spot in the team. Just I don't think we win. We have lost a lot of players in the last couple of years. Yeah, I don't think the Broncos win. I've got Titans-Roosters grand final, women's. Did you see Women Tigers scored 6 tries in the last 20 minutes? Yeah, Tigers whooped the Eels team, which was pretty impressive considering the Eels made the grand final last year. Lost the Knights, though. Teddy looked back in form yesterday. Yes, but he also took on a team that was very lethargic and it just wasn't there for the Gold Coast yesterday. Cleary will slap it through. Beautiful kick. It will be 18-0 to the Panthers with 25 minutes to go first half. How was this, by the way? I was given this by a friend yesterday at Seabars. How was this? This is a great shirt. I love this. I've got the blue one that I got, but one of my friends got me this yesterday, which was great. It's a great singlet. Sportsbet really about to donate 50k for this game. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe more. They've already donated 15k. I love that from Liam Martin and Brian Toll. That's funny as. Logis' Broncos are on top. That's not what the ladder says, mate. Lucas is 10. That's right. 10-0 in the women's game. Sharks winning. If Titans beat Cows, that confidence boost. Yeah, we need it, but we also needed the bounce back yesterday after 3 weeks of controversy versus the Raiders, the Dolphins, and definitely the Eels. We needed that bounce back, and we for some reason couldn't find it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to be there. I'm going to back my team, and myself and Clarkie will talk on the podcast on Tuesday, coming out Wednesday. But yeah, that was a really rough one to deal with yesterday. Third tackle, right hand side. Liam Martin. He'll get this ball to the 45. Good run. Forward tackle. Titans need to give JC the full 80, man. He makes him so much better. Yeah, it's hard, though. It's hard. Fifth tackle at the halfway point. But JC, I spoke to him after the game yesterday. He's been killing it recently. He really has been. That's a hard kick to take. But Skelton does grab it. He'll be 15 metres out from his own line. Sharks versus Titans final. Fair enough. The Roosters have a really good team, though, man. They do. That jersey nice and bright. Yeah, it's good. Max Watson says Panthers going to keep up with the clock here, 80 plus. 80 plus, you reckon? Or they're going to say penalty to the Bulldogs here. Penalty to the Dogs. 80 plus. 80 plus. Gee whiz. Jacob Price said, I'd imagine you have got this question a lot, but if the NRL had 18 teams, where do you think it should be located? I would personally love a Pacifica team. Where I think it should be located would be a second New Zealand team. I would love that, especially with the growth that they're having, and I think that it's funny timing. But yeah, I think that the South Island New Zealand team would be fantastic to create a rivalry there, because they have no rivalry with anyone. They don't. Now, PNG would be included in a Pacifica team. I wouldn't say PNG get their own team. Pacifica team would be great to have, 5 games in Papua New Guinea, 5 games in Fiji, 1 game in Nuku'alofa and Tonga, and they're away here, the doggies! They're away, they flick it back on the inside, they're 15 metres out of the line, third tackle. 1 game in Apia as well. So that's 12 games right there. Left-hand side, flying it off to Max King, fourth tackle. That was a good run there from the doggies out the right-hand side. Yeah, Christchurch with the play, that's what we're talking about, Lucas. Yeah, South Island. So 4th tackle now. Why can't Tasmania have a team? They're getting an AFL team at least. Jaden Ockenbaugh at the 5. I think their AFL team comes in 2027, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. I think it's around then. Matt Burton kicks it too hard. Too hard. Wow, too hard from Burton. 7 tackles, 7 for the Panthers. That was wow, too hard. Yeah, second New Zealand team would be sweet. I think that with their success, funny timing, but I think that with their success, it really does encourage a second New Zealand team. Because with the Warriors struggling for a long period, now that they're finding some success, the rugby league audience is growing significantly in New Zealand again. You know, people are saying I've been seeing a lot of Facebook and Instagram and everywhere saying, you know, rugby is so typical in regards to Super Rugby. The NRL is a lot more unknowing a lot of the time. It's not just Crusaders winning every time. I know the Panthers won 2 years in a row, but in the same sense, there's a lot more unknown about rugby league in NRL than there is about Super Rugby. So Stephen Crichton looks like he might be injured here. I hope he's alright. Are they saying this might be a hip drop? So he's up there. Oh, that's going to be a hip drop. I think this might be a hip drop here. Oh, I don't know what you want Waddell to do there, though. They're going to say hip drop. I don't really know what you want him to do there, but I understand this is the technical rules of it now. You'd have to rename the Wild to Auckland and then get a Christchurch one. Well, South Island Kiwis constantly refer to the Warriors as the Auckland Warriors. They do that deliberately. They don't consider them. A lot of people in the South Island are actually Storm fans. I'm going to try for the Sharks for a nil. There you go. Malcolm says Tassie aren't part of an NRL team. No. What do you mean, Malcolm? You've supported this game how long and you're surprised Tasmania doesn't have a team? You tell me when you watch the Warriors take on the Tasmanian Tigers. Like, what do you mean? So first tackle now for the Panthers. They're 25 metres out from the line. Moses Leota to Mitch Kenny. Gives it off to... Oh, no. Fisher Harris. Big hole, but Max King, good tackle. That's going to be a penalty. And there's going to be... Oh, there's not going to be a sin bin, is there? Surprised it's not a 10 in the bin, but lucky for the Dogs. I can't see Penrith losing this year. They get the treble. Are there teams that can beat them? I'm telling you, the Rabbitohs are going to make a prime run. I don't think they win it at the moment, but they're going to make a prime run that'll scare a few teams when Troll's back. First tackle here, 13 metres out. Right-hand side was Moses Leota. Leota, 10 metres out from the line, second tackle. They used to be the Auckland Warriors. Yeah, they did. 10 metres out. Mitch Kenny off to Cleary. Cleary back to Fisher Harris. And Harris is going to be 3 metres out. Jesus, he's been running the ball strong today, Fisher Harris. He just keeps going for the ball. Left-hand side to Cleary. Luai out the back, Peachy. Try time. 22-0 with a kick to come. 22-0 with a kick to come. This is going to get ugly. Jalen Charles says Willie Mason was saying stop calling them the Wires because it sounds like the Waratahs. I couldn't give a shit what Willie Mason says right now after what he said on Twitter. Now, the what Willie Mason said on Twitter, I couldn't give a shit what that bloke thinks. Like, to come out and call Titans fans, like, not passionate just because we wouldn't boo our team. What a stupid statement. What an actual legitimate stupid statement. From a man who has social media notoriety to come out and shit on Titans fans like that and say that if you don't boo your team, basically you're not passionate. Like, my goodness me. You get paid to do what you do, Willie. You get paid to do what you do, Willie, and large amounts. You know, there are Titans fans out there who travel all around the country to watch their team. They're just such a stupid comment from Willie. Star Wars fanboy says, hold up, I just realised why is pressing out. Yeah, a lot of players are out, man. A lot of players are out. Marcus, I just thought Tassie would have merged into a state close to them for NRL. Nope. Well, the closest state to them is Melbourne, obviously. Or Victoria, but Melbourne Storm. Someone said, I don't think we need another team that would split up their fans. Their fans are already split as it is. Truly. It's going to be brutal. Someone says, yeah, it will be. 22-0 here with 19 minutes to go here. Obviously, hit that like button, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here. Do we know if Troll will be back this year? His injury seems a lot worse than I thought. Yeah, well, he's meant to be back next week. He was meant to be back this week. He was meant to be back last week. I don't know. I think they're kind of hiding it. It's weird. It's really weird. Surely Peach replaces Crichton next year. Yeah, maybe. How old is Peachy now? Futter says, you know your team is bad when Tyrone Peachy's got a double on you. Alright, so Cleary from the wing. Tough kick here. But it's Nathan Cleary. And Cleary will... Oh, it's hit the post and in. It's hit the post and in. It's 24-0. It's 24-0. I feel for Emilio, man. I know Emilio will be at this game right now. He's a real passionate Doggies fan. And he'd be copping it rough right now. I wouldn't boot my team no matter what too. Absolutely, Jasper. And there were actual Titans fans booing the team yesterday at half time. It wasn't me though. I wouldn't boo my team. And it's not. And to assume that you have to boo your team to be passionate is just the dumbest comment that has ever come out of that man's mouth. Kim Weissman now says, instead of the poll saying Panthers or the Dogs, it should say Panthers or the Club. That was a good one. It's probably one of your best ones. Fisher Harris now. Actually, you know what? That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. End poll. Let's start a new one. Start a poll. Who will win Penrith Panthers or the Clock? It's a good one. Third tackle. Oh no, they're away. Oh, they're away. Oh, the Crichton. He nearly got it, but he does knock it on. Very close. The Panthers of the Clock. 18 minutes to go of the first half. And Carraz will be first tackle. If Crichton catches that, it would have been a miracle. Lucas says, Christchurch fans would never support a team in Auckland. Yep, that play is so telegraphed, it's too strong. Way too strong. You can tell how hard Cleary's been working off the field. He looks like he never left. Yeah, Cleary is the ultimate professional, man. And I think that Cleary is one of the very few blokes who doesn't... Like, he cops criticism on Origin level, but he never cops criticism on NRL level. Even though you're a really good player, you know, players still usually cop criticism due to the fact of tall poppy syndrome. And Cleary seems to get away with it all, which shows you how quality the guy is. Right-hand side, they give it off to Carraz. Oh, forward. Oh, forward. Oh, no, it's a double movement. Oh, no. That's a penalty. Jarrell Skelton, double movement. That should have been forwards. That's kind of karma, but it'll be a penalty to the Panthers now. Yeah, it's definitely a forward pass, but they can't rule on that. So Jarrell Skelton clearly goes down there, and then he'll reach out again. Yeah, it's brain numbing double movement, correct. I don't even know why he thought that was a possibility. Sounds well, what a close game. Oh, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse Sunday. So was it good last night, Sunday? I won't time you out this time, you muppet. Be careful. Be careful. I won't time you out this time, but I'm going to go watch it tonight after the streams. I'm going to go gold class. Yeah, I'm going to do it. You can't stop me. I think it's only like $20, $25 gold class tickets where I go. It's not bad. It's pretty much the same price as a normal ticket. It's like how dumb are the Dogs. I just don't understand why anyone would have thought, like after playing your entire life of footy, you thought that was going to be an acceptable try. Rick says, the Titans club isn't the best environment for players to thrive, to be fair, considering the letting go of the coach. I'm not really going to respond to that. Because they got a coach in now, who is Des Hasler for next year, who has won premierships before. We've moved past the coach thing. It's got nothing to do with that right now. So the Panthers are 35 metres out from their own line. They go left-hand side with Zai Yo, and Zai Yo is going to get this ball to the 45. Fifth tackle. The club is doing everything they can at this very moment to ensure this club gets on the right track. You know, I've spoken to Steve personally. I've spoken to Dennis Watt personally. I'm telling you right now, what they did was unfortunately the correct decision. Because I loved Justin as a bloke, but it was the correct decision. Brian says, New South Wales media have been known to protect their great players, but you're right, Cleary has everyone's respect. Except for Origin. But yes, Cleary has everyone's respect in the NRL. I think the Panthers beat the Clock by a field goal. Yeah, to be fair, they're actually currently on the clock. It's been 25 minutes, 24-0. Well, it's been 24 and a half minutes, so yeah, they are still with the clock. Oh, 6 again for the Dogs, though. 6 again, 20 metres out of the line, first tackle. Oppenheimer was pretty good. I like Christopher Nolan. This won't let you down if you like his sort of style, but it's pretty long and a lot of dialogue, which isn't for everyone. I heard the first 40 minutes of it. It's quite boring, but then after that, it gets crazy. Very similar to that submarine movie. That was really good. It took a while to get into it, but when it got into it, it was mad. Joshua Price, the lovely videos. Appreciate you, mate. Thanks for supporting the content. Third tackle here, Max King, 3 metres out from the line. Leah Francis went for the Bulldogs handicap plus 28.5. Fingers crossed. I don't know why you did that, brother. I advised someone before to go on the minus 33.5. Jade Knockenball, it'll be 10 metres out, 4 tackle. But the pacing is actually okay. It's one of those movies where if you get it, you get it. You don't get it, you don't get it. Oh, that's knock on. That's just a knock on. And that's the Bulldogs. And Jarrell Skelton, after that penalty for the double movement, has now given the knock on just now as well. Not great. Panthers this game about points differential. Yep, that's why the Panthers will not slow up at any stage. They just want to really put it away from everybody else and just... Truly, they're going to be like plus 250, 260 by the end of this game. Thoughts on the NRLW sent off for biting? I haven't seen the incident. If she did bite, then absolutely fair enough. But I haven't personally seen the incident. All I know is that number 4 for the Cowboys yesterday should have been sent off in the women's game. Because she picked her up and drove her into the ground through her head. She was injured. She went to count the field for the Titans. The clock will be second after this win as Titans are still first. That makes sense, Fatima. It does make sense. Second tackle here for the Panthers. They're 22 metres out to Liam Martin. I don't get the Skelton hype, I never have. Well, he made one big play the other week, and it was like he was the best player ever. And this is the issue with Dogs fans, start with fanboy, penalty Panthers. This is the issue with Dogs fans. Whether you like it or not, this is a harsh reality. Every year, Dogs fans tell us that they're going to make the 8. And every year, Dogs fans are so passionate in their belief that they've got the best team in the comp that they look past the reality of certain situations. For example, Dogs fans still maintain that with their first team on paper, they are comparable with the Panthers. They are barely comparable with a top 8 team still. There is a lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done. As Gus said, the Bulldogs team list, with their first starting squad out there, is still very debatable that they make the top 8. Very debatable. Left hand side, Jerome Luai gives it off to Peachy. Peachy will be 22 metres after the line, third tackle. But Dogs fans refuse to listen. They say, no, you're just a hater. You don't like it. You don't like the Dogs. It's like, no, it's not that. I had them in the light category. Crichton out to Brian Tottle. Brian Tottle will be taken down to the 20. No, he's still going. And he'll be 15 metres after the line, fourth tackle. Don't let the Panthers score again here. Cleary goes all across to Yo to Luai. Luai to Peachy. Peachy will be taken down 10 metres out from the line, fifth tackle. I just don't want to listen. It's like, I'm not the one who's going to be hurting in the end. But the Titans will be... it's going to be... Drop out. Drop out coming up. Leighton says the Dogs have been worse this year. They've got excuses, though. They've got excuses in regards to this year, but so does everyone. The Titans, for the majority of this year, have had so many players out. Right now, we've also got Jimmy Joel. Oh, that was going to be 7 tackle 7 for the Bulldogs, sorry. Jimmy Jolliffe is a huge loss. Obviously, Tino out as well. We've had players throughout all the year. I'm not complaining about that. I know that our team's still got work to be done as well. But Dogs fans, until last week, until now, probably still think they can make the 8. Most of them, not all of them, obviously. Love a bit of Margot Robbie. No, I'm not going to watch Barbie. But I don't need to go watch Margot Robbie, mate. I don't need to. Because that means I have to watch a movie that's just in pink 24/7. I don't want to watch a movie that is just simply in pink. I love the colour pink. I'm not going to watch 2.5 hours of it. How long does it go for? Probably 2 hours. Right hand side, Flanagan gives it off. I'll let you guys do all that. You can tell me all about it. His dad's at the game? I would assume so, Fatima. He is at the game. Fitzagel, Avarillo off to Carraz. Carraz gives it out. No, that's a mistake. And it'll be Panthers ball at the 11. BK, are you keeping up with the Women's World Cup or just Matildas and Kiwis games? Just Matildas and Kiwis games, realistically. Dogs' worst fans I've seen you experience. Oh yeah, they're the worst fans I've ever experienced when I'm at an away game. But that's not... I've told you guys the exact same thing at every stage of this season, from pre-season to middle season to now. Nothing changed because of that Dogs game. It's just that enhances people's thoughts to say he hates the Dogs when I don't. So Edwards now, especially when my boy Tobes is playing for him, and same with Maxi King. So right-hand side, it gets it off to Brian Tottle, and Tottle will get taken out to 42. 10 minutes to go in the first half, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. Jerome Luai gives it off to Tyrone Peachy. And Peachy's going to be taken out to 45. I'm keen for Barbie. I'll read what she's reading. Well, have fun. I'll read what she's reading. Have fun. I'll pass. I'll just go watch Wolf of Wall Street if I need to look at Margot Robbie. But we will make the 8 Blaze. That's why we say it. Thank you, Star Wars Fanboy, for providing extra belief in what I'm saying, encouraging me to tell you exactly that what I'm saying is correct. Reed Mayne's about to come onto the field here. So there's no way Dogs fans think they can still make the 8. But only 90 minutes. It's still 90 minutes too long. Right hand side to Ockenbaugh, who'll get his ball to the 40. Will there be a sequel to... No, we're going to time this out. Guys, no ruining movies here. Regardless, ice forward. Oh, you didn't pass it. It would have been 40 if you passed that. Guys, no ruining movies. If you ruin movies here, you get timed out. And if you do it multiple times, you just get hidden. Don't ruin... Because by asking if there's a sequel, and I wouldn't believe it because of the fact that it's based on a true events, but no ruining movies. Right side, Brian Toto, Brian Toto, Brian Toto, Brian Toto, Brian Toto, 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 Brian Toto, Brian Toto, Brian Toto. 28-0 with a kick to come. 28-0 with a kick to come. Boom, boom. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on, let me just go and look at this. Who's commenting some nonsense about me now on Instagram? Cool. Cool. Jazz at the game, I think yesterday said the Panthers haven't won when he's there at the stadium. Yeah, well, that's changed, hasn't it? Roostman said this could get ugly. Roostman, this is ugly. Could get uglier, though. Will get uglier. I think that guy should be thanking me now that I said get on the Panthers at -33.5. Of course, stadium's the worst venue to watch a game. You add Dogs fans in the stadium, it makes it worse. Yeah, well, if you've watched my vlog, you guys got to see maybe 10% of what that was. Maybe 10%. I'll go 20%. You can have 20% of what that was. Try and the clock. Panthers is back on. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Try versus Panthers versus the clock is back on. Exactly right, Lucas. But let's not go down this path because other people haven't seen anything like that yet. You can go and ruin the Wizard of Oz if you'd like, because it's been out for a few years. Oh, Cleary's going to miss that kick. Oh no, Cleary. Did someone just boo Cleary for missing that kick? Panthers fans. Give your head a wobble. Give your head a wobble, Panthers fans. Lucas, I thought, that's right. Paola says, howdy gents, looking like they're going to slap 50 on them just because Slapper was generously gifting members all weekend. Hey bro, exactly right. Get around, Slapper. Tanner says, I don't know about you, but as a fan of my team is down by a lot, there is a little voice in my head that says, what if they somehow come back and this turns out to be one of the greatest games in history? Happened yesterday. Every game, brother. Every game. Yes, Raymond. There's still 47 minutes to go of this game. This is literally the first 33 minutes of the game. This is how bad the Dogs are with this team, and this is how... The Panthers have won 2 premierships in a row. Panthers fans, seriously. I can't believe someone just booed Cleary for missing that kick. Hey! They're passionate, as Willie Mason would say. Clown. Joshua Price says Broncos is going good this year. I wish they weren't. Liam Martin... Oh, no, we'll go back at the 33. Gould has a Barbie burger. I'm probably not going to have that, but thank you for the offer. Has anyone ever won 3 comps in a row? Yep. Barmata, back in 1987, 8 and 9, I believe. Or 86, 7 and 8. No. 86, 85 and 84, I think was the last 3-peat. So the Dogs now will get this taken back to the 8 we first tackle. But haven't won it since as well. Correct. Okay, so the New York Yankee Stadium is decent, but being with the Bronx, it's a shit environment. Yeah, you don't want to be really an away fan if you're a Red Sox fan at Yankee Stadium or vice versa. Same with Cardinals and Cubs, Dodgers and Giants. Yeah, it does get quite, yeah. But that's also more a fear for your life. Here, it's not really a fear for your life. It's just fear of people being a complete twat. And that's going to be a penalty to the Dogs there. 81, 82, 83. Oh, there you go. Oh, 86 was their last one. So they must have won 81, 82, 83, and then 86. Am I right? Samson says the score will be 80-0 by the end. I don't know. I'm still pretty happy around the 48-0 mark or maybe 60-0 mark. But I'd probably lean towards the 48-0 at this point. Para 81-80 to 83. So they won 86 though. That was their last year, wasn't it? Skelton is going to go... No, he doesn't go to the sideline. Nice second tackle here, 5 metres out. But no 3-piece in the NRL era. Nope. Storm haven't even ever gone back-to-back. Fun fact for you. Storm have never gone back-to-back. Third tackle here, 10 metres out from the line. They go right-hand side. Flanagan off to... I don't even know who that is. Avarillo. Gives it out to Ockenbaugh. Knock on Dorova. So it'll be 6 again now for the Doggies. Sanders says the Messi goal this morning was crazy. Like, you actually can't write a better script for his career at the moment. Yeah, it was brilliant. It shows you everything you need to know about why they grabbed him and why they went for him and put all that money into him. Yeah, when Skelton gets the football, it's dangerous, but he also makes a lot of mistakes early. Yeah, it's fine. So the Dogs will get the fresh at 60. I still don't know if they can score, though. Loyal Panthers fans to 2021. But don't worry, you've joined a lot of others in that brigade. At least Parramatta haven't won since as well. Never go to Olympiacos game as a Panathinaikos fan, yeah. Or Galatasaray and... is it Başakşehir? Galatasaray and... Başakşehir, Istanbul Başakşehir or something like that. First tackle, no, who's the team? It's not that. It's a penalty to the Bulldogs here. Just sin bin him for fun. Just sin bin him for fun. Went to Yankees vs Red Sox, it was ugly, and that was with the Yankees winning, very similar to Dogs Roosters back in the early 2000s. Yeah, I think when Cubs Cardinals, there wasn't much. When I went to the Cubs Cardinals at Wrigley Field, there wasn't much trouble that I saw. And they hate each other. I hate the Cardinals. I actually hate Milwaukee more than I hate the Cardinals. Second tackle now, 10 minutes out, but I'm not from Chicago, obviously. Oh, Flanagan. That was a great offload there from the Dogs. He's going to score a try. Oh, no, is he scored? Yeah, he has scored. Okay, try top of the Doggies. Polalamotti. Come back. Dogga, woof. Dogga, woof. There's a great offload there from Burton. Just found a way to get it out off to Flanagan. They went quickly. Cut that ball across to Adamotti, which was nice. Game on. Let's say the Red Sox jersey had extra red in it. Yeah, doesn't surprise me. I know Dodgers, Giants. Yankees, Red Sox is the biggest rivalry in baseball, but Dodgers, Giants is the most violent. Eyebrows coming off. I'm deleting the stream. Last try wins. That's great, Stars fan, because the Titans scored the last try yesterday. So, yeah. Leo Friends says, I smell doggy come back. You don't, though. You don't. Well, Matthew Hardy might see you in Vegas next year, mate, because I'll be there with Antonio if the Titans are playing. As long as the Titans are playing, I will head to Vegas to go to those 2 games. Minute 52 to go here the first half. Matty Burton from the wing. Can he make it a 22-point game? He does. Good slap. Here we go. So 28-6 here. With a minute and a half to go the first half. Penrith just got a little bit lazy, to be honest with you. Jed Kurtz, 3 P's out to lose. What a team. Got to be proud of the boys. Losing players and just reproducing. Man, we've got the Peach Pack freak show. I think literally anybody who plays left-handed is going to score. I think Peach is fine. I think that anybody who plays left-handed will score, though. Anyone live says, I hate Andrew Voss commentary, so I'm listening here. That's good. Welcome. Tribe at actual clock, 38-28 Panthers. No, 38-28 clock is the answer there. All the teams go in Vegas. Not next year, they're not. It's 4 teams per year for the next 5 years. 4 teams per year. So that means within those 5 years, there'll be another team that gets added in, and then obviously they'll go over at some stage. But the deal is 4 teams in 5 years. 4 teams per year for 5 years. There is a lot worse than Vossi, mate. Have you heard of Blocker? Yeah, God Elbers. Yeah, Vossi's way better than Blocker. They give it off to Avarillo to Carraz, and Carraz now he'll be 43 metres out for tackle. Any selection criteria to go first? I think it's just based on, well, we all know Canberra Raiders will get in. The Canberra Raiders will 100% be there. I think 8 teams said yes to next year. And that includes the Titans, the Broncos, the Raiders. So I think the most obvious selection is the first game, Canberra Raiders, Brisbane Broncos, because that's Las Vegas Raiders versus Denver Broncos, and they hate each other in the NFL. So you get that audience from the NFL. It's the most obvious selection. So Toruva, because both those teams said yes. And then it just comes down to who has the most pull between everybody else. When was the last time Roosters missed the finals? They came like last in 2018. Oh, 1-1 strip there, and that's peachy for you. 1-1 strip. Will it be 4 different teams every year? I believe so, yeah. Because they've got to get through all 18 teams. 17 teams now, but 18 teams by then. Broncos vs Rays must be one of the games. They have a massive rivalry in the NFL. Yep. And they're going to bomb that up there. Where will it bounce? Will it bounce? It will go dead. It will go dead. So there we go, guys. There we go. It is a half-time here, and it's 28-6 to the Penrith Panthers. Too easy there for the Panthers. They just slowed down towards the end of that first half. Like, the game's over, but at least the Doggies have gotten the board, and they're not going to get beaten to Zigny-le-Bois. And they're not going to get beaten to Zigny-le-Bois. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go grab myself another Pepsi Max, because you can't stop me. So hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll be back any moment now with another Pepsi Max. Don't start a right in the chat. Don't start a right in the chat, please. Thank you. Don't do it. Alright, we're back. We are back. Why has someone been timed out? What's happened to you? What's happened to you? Hold on. Look, fair enough. We just did it because we wanted to. Aren't Manly Rabbits a confirmed game next year in Vegas? No, I don't think so. I think Rabbitohs will be a good shout because of Russell Crowe's connection. NRL Vegas. Who were the teams that said yes? 10-game plan. Oh, 10-game plan revealed. A huge band lined up for NRL's US extravaganza. It's playing... Oh, no, that will be the 4 teams across 5 years. Okay, where does it say which teams? Where does it say which teams said yes? Because there was a thing that said the specific teams. Let's go news. NRL lobbies are one easier to get Hollywood involved than Las Vegas opener. Hollywood involved? Rugby League in the USA, Touring Heroes fights in Vegas. What's this? First team unveiled as NRL confirms. Oh, here we go. First team unveiled. As NRL confirms Wild 200. No, that's a video. I don't want to listen to a video right now. Seagulls delivering on the blow to rugby. NRL Vegas big. No, don't know about that. That's months ago. Yeah, I'm not too sure. There was... No, the Finns aren't. They're not sending the Dolphins, bro. They're not sending the Dolphins. There's no chance. Titans and Cowboys go for Tennessee Titans versus Dallas Cowboys. Good shout. They'll bring big C teams like Storm, Raiders, Roosters, South, and Broncos. No, because the Storm have no relevance to any team in the NFL or any American sport. You see that massive 4D thing they built in Vegas? I think I did, briefly, like scrolling through TikTok. Las Vegas 4D. Ultimate 4D experience. Yeah, I saw something about what you said, but I don't really know a great deal about it. Let's go images. Surely it'll come with images. No, that's just giving me a Monopoly. Just gave me Monopoly. does those games in the US count for the NRL season because that travel's rough as guts? It's 2 weeks prior. So you'll have a 2-week gap between the first game and the second game for those teams. I think it's... Sorry, it might be 3 weeks. I think it's meant to be on February 10th and 10 and 11, I think. It should be a doubleheader, though, realistically. It should just be one day doubleheader. Raiders, Broncos, Titans, Cowboys would be a fit. Yeah, Raiders, Broncos is a must. And it just comes down to the other two teams. Like, Cowboys would be a nice one. Titans, Cowboys would be good, but you take away a Queensland derby there. However, Titans, Cowboys would be a good one. And they'd give the home game to the Raiders, not just because it's Las Vegas Raiders, but they'd give the home game to the Raiders because Raiders audience, they'd get a bigger, pull, crowd-wise. No, they are not taking the Carolina Panthers, bruh. They're not taking the Penrith Panthers. It wouldn't make any sense. Why would you take a game away from Penrith? Oh, unless you give Penrith the home game. I don't understand why that would be irrelevant. You've got, You've got to think about what rivalries work and also what suits best financially. 2014, they had the LA Dodgers versus Arizona at the SCG, and it counted towards that 2014 regular season. Yeah, this is counted. This is round one. This is literally round one. Literally round one. Like most teams in the NRL, you can compare. You can compare with NFL teams or American football team or American sporting teams. But yeah, like the Sharks, the only one in America that has Sharks is San Jose in the hockey, and that's near San Francisco. They don't really have much relevance there. Manly does have the Eagle, which is, I guess, America's bird, but they also have the Philadelphia Eagles and whatnot. The Titans have the Tennessee Titans, and also massive correlation with the movie Remember the Titans, which Americans love that movie. But then you got the Denver Broncos, as I said, and they've got a big rivalry with the Las Vegas Raiders, and that makes the most sense. Yeah, but the attacking footy from Titans Cows would be worth it. Yeah, it would. But do you think Desi Hasler would want the first game? Do you think Desi Hasler would want the first game of the season for his new club to be in LA? Oh, sorry, in Las Vegas? Interesting. Dazmate with the $2 a do donation says, who approved this team list? Rip in the chat for Dazmate. A rip in the chat, because this is a big rip in the chat moment for Sir Dazmate. Unfortunately, you're not looking the greatest right now, and we pray for you. We have been praying for you for this entire stream, Daz, and we continue to pray for you in the Penrith right now. Usually it's a predict the Warriors win this match. It's a good shout. But they haven't beaten the Panthers this season, so I'm not sure how they're going to beat them this year. I'm not sure they're going to beat them in this game here. Brocky Sports with a $3 do donation says, another day, another donation up the Titans. Brocky's stealing what Olivia's saying. Here we go. Olivia and Brocky are going to get in a biffo. There's going to be a biffo between Olivia and Brocky. Appreciate you, Brocky. There's going to be a biffo between them two when she finds out. Jalen Charles, I say, put the NFL rivalries into the NRL rivalries. So that's exactly what we're saying, but that's the only one that works. It's the only one that works. Because the NFL is the audience that you're realistically looking for. Tennessee is a little bit away. The Tennessee Titans and Dallas Cowboys are in they're South teams, so... Actually, Tennessee is still classified as South, aren't they? They're not Midwest. Hold on. I'm pretty sure Tennessee is still... Yeah, it's like right down... It's underneath Kentucky, yeah. And just next to Arkansas and Missouri. Yeah, that'd be... Would you classify... Is Tennessee... Yeah, it would be the South. Surely. Hold on. It's right dead smack kind of... Oh, no, it is South. Because it is just below, yeah. Would you classify Kentucky as South? I don't think so. Ideology-wise, probably. Doctor Forces Dragons versus Raiders because it's Saints versus Vikings. What does the Dragons have to do with that? What? Dragons and Raiders because Saints and Vikings? Oh, Saints, Dragons, Vikings. Nah. No, Las Vegas Raiders, bro. Is Maryland South? Maryland. Where's Maryland? We're just doing like a map, right? Well, I guess this game's like kind of over. You know what I'm saying? Maryland. Maryland, is that like West Virginia? Where's Maryland in? We've got an American in the chat right now who can help us out with this. So I'm not the person to be asking here. If you ask me anything about the Midwest of, Illinois. I'll tell you everything you need to know, son. Where's Maryland? Maryland, is that like Baltimore? Baltimore? No? I'm all over the shop. Forget me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Doctor, what team do you go for? NFL. I'm a Detroit Lions fan, unfortunately, mate. Got a good season potentially coming up this year, though. Baltimore. I was right. Yes, Matthew. Baltimore. Take that. You all doubted me. Get a game in Greece for Oya. I like that idea, Rocky. How do you reckon Serraldo will go next year with hopefully a full-strength Dogs team? If he doesn't perform, will they start to look elsewhere? We know what Gus is like. Probably. I still don't think this Dogs team is top 8 worthy even with a full-strength team. I still think they're still a decent bit away. Didn't Maryland fight in the South in the Civil War? Maybe. Star Wars Fanboy says, do we know what time the Vegas games will realistically be from time zones? American time zones, that area is central. They'd probably have it at around midday their time in Vegas on a weekend, which would then be night time. Midday for them. No, midday for them is earlier in the morning for us. No, it would have to be like a midday Sunday game for us, and they'd put it on at night on Saturday in America. Yeah, that's what would happen. I think like 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Las Vegas would probably be around 12 p.m. in East Coast Australia. Sharks 24-10 Raiders women. Well, there you go. Stars Member says, once we get rid of Ockenborn and Flano, will you consider us top 8? Still a bit more to do, man. There's still a little bit more to do. It's 1 a.m. Eastern, so 11 p.m. now in Vegas. Okay, yeah, so you'd have to play the game at because it's 3 p.m. over here. So 8 p.m., that's 3 hours ago to start one of the games. It kind of sucks. Yeah, you'd rather be in LA. LA time zones would be much better. Because you can't have a game starting at 10 p.m. because then no one in Vegas would go and defeat the purpose. So you'd have to have one game starting at 10 a.m. Aussie time and 12 p.m. Aussie time or something like that. It's halftime score. Panthers 28 versus the 40 the clock. Yeah, it's only a 12-point difference. Panthers are still in the hunt. They are still in the hunt. Are Washington Redskins still called Washington Football Team, or have they changed that? No, it's still the Washington Football Team. You have to play at 8 p.m. PST. Yeah, but there's 2 games. And then I think there's going to be a double header. So you'd have the 8 p.m. and you'd have to have a 6 p.m, which would then be a 10 a.m. game here or something like that. Oh, they are the Commanders. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, they are the Commanders. Not the football team anymore. You have to account for daylight savings both ways. Stop to get the technicalities into it, man. Shit. Gee whiz, man. We don't want to think about daylight savings. Is daylight savings still... Yeah, it would be still a thing. How dare you, Subs Fanboy, ruin all the good work we just did. We'll be watching the footy whilst having brekkie. I'll take it. Yeah, it's good. Well, it's like when I watch Manchester City. You know, I'm having breakfast while I'm watching the game, which is good. Feels weird, though. When I was in America and I was watching Man City at 12 p.m, it was so weird. It was so weird because 12 p.m. normally in Australia would be 2 a.m. in England, so that wouldn't be happening. I'm trying to take my mind off this dreadful game. Well, the game where the Panthers are leading 28-6 against the Bulldogs. Woof woof. That one. When I call my folks, what I do is minus 2 hours of my time and change AM to PM. So it's 3 p.m. here. So we're adding... No, you're minusing 2 hours of my time. So, okay, we're not minusing them. It would be the opposite. So we'd be... Did you say... So what is it? No, it's not for us right now. Oh, wait, that would be... So what time is it now? Did you say what time it was? We're all over. This sucks. Oh, 1 a.m. I getcha! Ah! My brain clicked. My brain go click. I get there in the end. No, I get you now. Yeah, okay. I'd love not waking up at 3 a.m. to watch Man City. It'd be great. It would be great. Jasper said, I think if the Roosters get Cleary, Haas, Grant, Munster, Carrigan, Mitchell, they will win the comp. Thank you, Jasper. Yeah, I think that's possible too. Add 2 hours. Sorry, not add. Add 2 hours. Sorry, not add. Well, yeah, so if it's 1 a.m., we would be taking 2 hours. You add 2 hours. Jonathan says, where do you see the Knights finishing the ladder? Probably around where they are, I'd say. Probably around 10th or so. I don't see them making the 8. But they've given it a good go this year. And I think that was a good win last night. But there's still a lot to be proven. I think they had a lot to show yesterday because of what Christian Welsh had a couple of weeks back as well. Oops, it's my sorry against 1am. Yeah. So we're taking 2 hours off. You're adding 2 hours on. We are taking 2 hours off. This guy don't know you. Matty, are you good? Are you good? I understand it's 1am, so you probably had a bit of drink. Are you good? Best Sport Video says, what if Dogs would get booed off if this was at home? Hashtag Karma Mason. Don't start me on that, Willie Mason. But I already had a crack at him before. What a muppet. So 28-6 here, the Panthers at halftime. We're coming out here for the second half. Panthers are out, so are the Dogs. Hit that like button, guys. You better do it right now. Subscribe if you're new around here. Bing, bing, bing. We've got Sharks Manly right after this. And then you guys get to watch a nice little vlog tomorrow. Can't wait to edit it. God help myself. Ed says, where do you think the Dragons will finish? Probably in third last. Matt's on Sport TV says, do you think the Bunnies will make the grand final? I think it's still a possibility. I think bring back Trell and maybe they go on a bit of a run. And that team, if they've got confidence, they could definitely go on a huge run. It's difficult to see after the other night. And they'll play the Tigers, and maybe the Tigers will play them into form. You never know. They might play them into form. Are they still really penalising the hip drop? Yep. Yeah, they are. So third tackle, Jaden Ockelball gets this ball out to the 35. 16th or 15th. I think the Dogs probably stay where they are. I don't see them changing. I don't think the Tigers get out of bottom spot either. So Dogs fans, you can at least thank that one. All right, left-hand side to Reid Marnie. He'll get off to Matt Burton. And Burton's gone for 40-20 here. Not a bad kick. That's a 40. Oh, nice work from Edwards to get back and prevent that one from being a 40-20. Nice work. Edwards. Oh, now Edwards is away. Oh, now Edwards gets to the 20. That was a great run. Who's having a better year, Edwards or Drinkwater? I'd say Drinkwater. Yeah, Drinkwater's been more electric, and also he's been a major part of the Cowboys' form. Oh, penalty to the Dogs here. Penalty to the Dogs. Edwards must have played the ball incorrectly. Sarantos says, do you think Titans make the top 8? I know you're fake. What am I saying? No, I don't think they make finals at the moment. I don't. Take the 2. Yeah, take the 2, doggies. Take the 2. So here we go. They're for 10 minutes out from the line. So I just got a message that distracted me. They're 8 minutes out from the line now. 38 minutes to go. Here they go. Left-hand side, Flanagan off to Burton. Burton then to Avarillo. And they'll be 5 minutes out from the line, second tackle. What were your thoughts on the Valentine Holmes hit? It was a good hit. It's a good hit, but it was also, I think you're talking about the one with the shoulder. It does directly hit his head, so it is a sin bin. Third tackle now, 3 minutes out from the line. Flanagan gives it out to, who's that? Waddell, and Waddell will be 10 minutes out. Not much attack going on now, fourth tackle. Dogs to take the 2 to lower the lead down to 20. What a shout. That's a blocker approach if I ever did see one. That's a blocker approach if I ever did see one. 6 again if the Dogs on 5th. And they're calling a penalty here. He's clutching his knee. Touch wood. Hope he's alright, because this is... You don't want to see anybody clutching at the knee. It's a bad place to be grabbing. Brian says, fullback of the year prediction. I think it will probably go to Edwards, because Reece Walsh can't get it. And Scott Drinkwater can't get it. So I think it probably will go to Edwards. Appreciate you, Cy X Orn, for the $1 donation. Appreciate that, mate. Yeah, it's just a bit of a high tackle there. So it is a penalty to the Doggies. Will Kenny's the underrated one? Kenny's not getting fullback of the year. I know you're a Sharks fan, but Kenny's not even in with a shout comparatively. I think sadly next year will be the year Titans show their true colour when Firma come back, and maybe Titans to sign a new centre. Be good, hopefully, mate. I hope you're right. First tackle here, 3 minutes out. They go left-hand side to Burton. Burton's going to be... Take it back to the 10. Second tackle now. Yeah, Edwards is hardly put a foot wrong. Works hard every game. Yeah. I don't think there's another fullback you can really look at there. I don't think there is. Maybe Chance. Chance a shout too. I still think Edwards gets it though. Left-hand side to Burton. And he'll run it to about 2 minutes out from the line. They're just not getting any attack going here. Reid Marnie Passes all the way. That's good attack, though. Carraz! Oh, he gets the ball offloaded. 6 again. The refs are really trying to get the Dogs back into this game, mate. 6 again for what? They were all onside just then. They were all onside. First tackle here, 5 metres out of the line. Ogdenball gives it to Flanagan. Flanagan, they're just trying to force them over the line at this point. 5 metres out, second tackle here. Webster's coach of the year. Easy. Yeah, I do the Daly Amsterdam every year, Brighton. Right inside, Flanagan. 2 metres out from the line. Third tackle. Jade Knockenball rolls it back, passes it off to Reid Marnie. And now maybe 5 metres out, 4th tackle. Yesterday was nothing comparatively best sport 2.0. That is a knock on there from the Doggies. Reid Marnie knocks it on. Ever got sunstroke at Seabus? I'm struggling today, fam. Every time, when we played the Warriors last year, that was, I think, 46 degrees in stadium. We had a Tigers game, a game against Tigers or Raiders about 10 years or 8 years ago. And it was like 51 degrees in the stadium. That was brutal. That's what stopped them giving us those games early on in the season. And this year was the first year they did it again. Or last year, sorry. But yeah, yesterday was nothing, bro. Yesterday was beautiful. Yesterday wasn't even hot for me. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, he's just lost this ball read. Oof. He never played with the ball. This might actually be a penalty. Yeah, Matthew, it was brutal. We had kids passing out in the stadium. Because stadiums condense the heat as well. Reid Marnie attempts to get to his feet. Mitch Kenny is not entitled to go back over the rock. They're going to say challenge successful. Interesting. Yeah, get so. They use a helicopter as a fan. That was the best. I don't care that we won that game against the Wires. That was the best. I actually streamed, I think, at the end of that day too. I think that was the 3 p.m. game on Saturday. And then I came back and streamed the 7:30 p.m. game. I was gone. I was blasted that stream. Blasted. 5 metres out from the line. They'll go right-hand side here. Flanagan gives it off to Reid Marnie. Burton to Carraz. They'll be 5 metres out. How many bloody times have they been given opportunities here, Dogs? They roll back. Flanagan. He'll give it off to Reid Marnie. Marnie 10 metres out. No chance. 4 metres out from the line. Third tackle. Dogs, you've had about 5 sets. You have to score. Flanagan, not the play. Not the play. 4 tackle now, 2 metres out. Oh, Blitzy, there's so much that goes into it, yeah. I'm different to what others are like as well. As you've just said, 4 tackle kick is just so silly from the Bulldogs and the Panthers with the ball 5. Yeah, you got to remember, yeah, Blitz says plus Blazers drumming and yelling the whole time. I'm starting the chance. I'm drumming the entire time. I've got the vlog out. You know, I've got kids coming up and saying hello. I've got everyone saying hello. You know, I've got so many things going on in my mind. I'm emotionally, financially, physically, and mentally invested in the game that I'm watching. Apparently the Panthers. You know, there's and then you've got the 51-degree heat, and then you've got, you know, away fans talking shit who are in the shade up the top, and there's just so much. Then yeah, I'm holding the camera out like that. It does get hard. That's why people don't understand the energy that goes into this stuff is so much more than what people think. They're like, oh man, how can you be tired after a home game? All we do is drum. It's like there's so much energy that goes into what we do. So you're either under pressure or too early. I think he'll be under pressure next year if he does the same thing. He's not under pressure yet. That's why there's a huge opening in the North Queensland Stadium. Otherwise, it would be way too hot. Yep. That's a good point. That's actually a good point. What's your bet on the grand final this winner this year? I think it's going to be Panthers, mate. I hate to break it to you. I hate to say the obvious, but the Panthers are definitely the team to beat. Mitch Kenny goes off to Cleary. Cleary, good ball to Yo. Yo then to Mitch Kenny. Mitch Kenny looking for a hole. He'll be taking it out to 30. My 95-year-old name would have been scarier than that 5 minutes of attack. Yeah, that was a horrific attack. Well, lucky you didn't take your 95-year-old name to Seabus, because she wouldn't have had a fun time what we're talking about. 3 p.m. and it was 51. The hottest it's been in New York in the 10 years I've been here is 35, and they all lost their minds. 35 is still hot, but 51 is the heat on ground. Like with the thermometer, it's on ground heat because the stadium condenses heat as well. Plus you got all the metal around you and whatnot, and then the sun directly going down at 3 p.m. It's why we complain every year about being given the early games. This year, I think, was 39 or 40 degrees in the stadium. 39 or 40 degrees in the stadium. It was absolutely outrageous. It was outrageous. July has been hot this year. It felt like May was colder than July. Yeah, tolls away. Taking down to 35. Do they have drinks breaks? Yeah. But see, we don't. We don't get breaks or anything. We just stay in the sun the whole time. And there we go. That's going to be a penalty. The Panthers clear. He's going to take a quick tap. He's away. Oh, there are Panthers in front of him. There are Panthers in front of him. All 17 buy in and play as a team perfectly. It's very impressive to watch. Yeah. So the thing with me is that I can't leave where I am with the drum there. Otherwise, there'd be just morons who'd come up and muck around with the drums and shit. So I can't. And then I don't know if they're going to try and do something with me at halftime or whatnot. Like I always have to be where I am, so I can't go into the shade. Matt's Sports TV says players must be throwing up and collapsing in that heat. And that was bad. That was real bad. But again, they had drinks breaks and whatnot. Fisher Harris now, you would have liked to have been on the western side of Seabus that day in regards to being a player. Because you would have been in the shade for the most part. Even 3-0 down, BK was still the loudest and most vocal yesterday. It was pretty cool to see. Still made Suoliti miss a goal. I did make Suoliti miss his goal. I did make him miss. Third tackle now, 20 minutes out. Don't worry, 6 again here with the Panthers. Yeah, I do what I can, man. I do what I can. I wasn't as loud as I would normally be yesterday, but like, what do you expect? I can only do as much as I can. I can't get anybody else involved. That's their choice. 5 minutes out, and it's hard to do that when you're down 36-0. But I still chanted, mate. I don't stop. Lindsay Smith would tell you, that's why Willie Mason's dog shit Twitter comment is just so stupid. And that's why I got so pissed off reading it, because it's just such a stupid comment from someone who obviously has no idea what it's like to actually be a fan. It's just an ex-player. Stephen Crichton. Oh, he's going to throw a try, Crichton. Yep, try time. It's a good try there. Under the post, Stephen Crichton goes bang. No, best sport. We will not be talking about the DC hard time show. Do you understand the amount of complaints I got in my DMs about that? I couldn't imagine what the Titans got in regards to complaints of that. Because I have received complaints about that. And I have nothing to do with that at all. I had some guys say something about how I need to organise better halftime shows for the fans because I'm a fan representative or some shit. Like, bro, the club don't pay me. Like, I'm not there. I'm not being paid to organise the halftime show, bro. Why are you messaging me? I'm just over here on the drums getting some chance up creating content for the team. I would love to work with the team, but I don't. So why are you taking out the halftime DC show on me? So 30 minutes to go here at the game, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Brian says, what do you reckon about using a tripod gives you a free hand, or would it be a bit much? I do have a little... Oh, I know what you're talking about. Nah, because you guys, it's better to see, like, the movement. It feels like... I could use a tripod, for sure, but it's just if I've got this, I can move it around, I can bring it in close, I can go crazy with it and stuff like that. And they will kick it on through. So, 29 minutes to go. It is 34-6. He says, what did he say? He basically just said, if you don't boo your team, you're not passionate. And he was saying Titans basically don't have fans. Fatima says, try. He bloody walked it. Oh, yeah, it was too easy for Stephen Crichton there. Way too easy. We don't really have a big supporter culture in Oz. We do, just not as... they don't need to go to games. AFL, because it's better to watch than an AFL game at the ground, but NRL is better to watch on TV. NRL is actually beating the AFL right now in regards to numbers for this year. In regards to TV numbers, FYI. They do it every year though, but people don't like to talk about it because they're like, oh, AFL gets these big crowds. So you think because you see the big crowds, they get more fans. Like, no, they get more fans to the games, but NRL actually does a lot better in regards to television numbers. Reece says we don't really have a beer. That's right. I'm feeling a fitty bomb today. Well, at least you said it at the right time because it's been 30 points. We can't speak about till 30, and now they've hit the 30. But yeah, I definitely think there's going to be a fitty bomb in this game. It's only 16 points away. 51 clock and 34 Panthers. 51 clock and 34 Panthers. Well, they're on their way. They are on their way. Fitty bomb by the clock. Yeah, the clock hit the fitty bomb. Panthers have not done it just yet. Still time though. Yeah, I thought yesterday was beautiful weather. I don't know why people found it so hot. Maybe because you don't get to many games or best sport. Maybe that might be why. Left-hand side here gives it off to Yo. Brighton says, mate, the NRL has killed it this year. Yeah, they have, for sure. Mitch Kenny gives it up to Cleary. Cleary passed himself just then. Still playing his ball here. Luai, after Edwards knocked it back. Luai still going. Short ball, Liam Martin. Taking down 13 metres out now. Full tackle. Cy Thompson just pull the Sharks. Yeah, mate. I'm a big Sharks fan. Big Sharks fan, mate. Do I look like I'm a Sharks fan, man? Where's the Shark stuff that I'm wearing right now? I'm currently wearing this thing. We're talking about Seabus Super Stadium yesterday. We're literally talking about Seabus, and you're asking me if I'm a Sharks fan. Come on, Ty. Oh, Liam Martin's done something here. Or maybe he must have knocked the ball on, I'm not sure. I wasn't even thinking. Remember how the season was so close to start the year now? There's been heaps of blowouts. Kind of. It's still very close. Like, technically speaking, the Titans are only 4 points out of the 8 right now. Technically speaking, the points differential is not great at -52, but it's not like they're completely out of the equation. They're not making exact to win like 6. They're going to win all 6 games, but the fact of the matter is that they're still technically there. Congrats to Cambosa today. I haven't watched it, but if you won, good stuff. Second tackle in with the Dogs at 25. Off to Max King. And King's to get this ball to the 30. I'm actually really keen to get the movies today. I love the movies. I love going to the movies. Big fan of it. You just don't think about anything else. You've got a massive screen there. Like if you watch a movie at home, you look at your phone. You know, you still get messages and all that type of stuff. When you go to the movies, you turn everything off and you're just completely immersed. That's why I love it. And I need to get away from rugby league for tonight after these games. Fit tackle here at the halfway point. They go to Matt Burton. And Burton's... Oh, no, Burton. Faked a kick. Hayes Parent... Oh, kick the ball. For the love of God, kick the ball. Okay, they got the ball away. Oppenheimer. Toby Stevens, yeah. So Panthers now at the 30. Anyone who's watched it, does the movie make you think? Like, is it a thinking movie? I love those kind of movies. Panthers look like scoring each possession. Not as much as I would have thought. I know it's 34-6, but not as much as I would have thought. I'm pretty close to my scoreline prediction of 48-0. I know the Dogs scored a try, but I wouldn't say that they're going to get too much crazier than 48. I would hope they don't. I'd hope that... Oh, that's going to be obstruction, yeah. Because there's still silly mistakes like this. Do you watch Indiana Jones? No, not my kind of deal, the old Indiana Jones. Watched Point Break today. Point Break, the new one, as in like the movie from a couple of years back. I love that movie with the... I love my waves. And that wave scene, brilliant. Or are you talking about the old version? It's a very, very long movie, but if you like Nolan, you'll love it. I love Nolan. Nolan's a great bloke. So Bulldogs now 20 minutes out from the lines. If I go to the 9:30 p.m. session, am I going to be there until 2 in the morning? How long did we go for? 3 hours. Second tackle now, 18 minutes out from the line. Who do you got in the C? Oh, the captain, I've got Nico Hines. Second tackle, that's the next game. Dogs. Oh, Alamotti crunched back by... who is that? Oh, Garner. Garner really hasn't been able to achieve what we thought he would from the Tigers last year. I watched the 91 movie. Oh, the 91 version. Okay, I'm talking about the more recent one. Right hand side, they give it off. Oh, that's with Keanu Reeves. That's right. Fit tackle, 18 metres out. Can the Dogs hurt? It'll get anything. They're going to be on minus 250 points differential by the end of this game. And that'll be Jerome Luai grabs it. There isn't much thinking until the final hour, I'd say. Well, there you go. Last movie I went to was Snake Eyes. I don't know what that is. Tackled in opposition 30 times to 14 in favour of the Dogs. Aussie accent at the end, if fake and horrible. I haven't seen the original with Keanu Reeves. I only watched the recent one. So it's going to be forward tackle here. They're still going to the Panthers. They're still going to Sonny Luke. Good run by Sonny Luke. I reckon Manly will give the Sharks a good crack. I think the Sharks win. Like Manly are still competing though, so maybe, but Sharks should really bounce back after that Warriors game last week. They need to have a bit of a return performance. Cleary's only on 48 Supercoach points. Well, I hope that you haven't just jinxed him, Elite, because I didn't get him in Supercoach this week. And I'm probably not going to get him. I'm going to keep Shaun Johnson and Nicho Hynes. It's not just obvious to have Cleary and Hynes now. You can put Shawnee J in as well. He's killing it. Our best sport says, do Titans ever find a way to start Jaden Campbell, or is he too important as an impact player? I think he has to start. I really don't know where to put him. Unless AJ goes to centre, I don't know where to put him. And AJ is an Origin caliber fullback. It's a good problem to have, but it's also getting to a point now where it's a frustrating problem to have. Fifth tackle now at the 40. Left-hand side, they'll give it off to Burton. He's going to just put that ball up as high as he can. I'd let it bounce. Don't worry, Edwards safe as hell. Jeez, he didn't even look even close to dropping that. This game is ugly. I need to go sleep night all. All right, Matty, have a good one, mate. Right-hand side, Brian Toto. Oh, geez, Toto's having a good game. He'll get this ball to the 35, second tackle. Could get all three. How can you get all three? No, Nicho Hynes a halfback, Shaun Johnson a halfback, and Cleary's a halfback. You can only have two. There's no dual positions there, is there? Oh, good run. They had Cleary there, but Edwards going to go. Taking it down to 15. Good run, though. That was a great run by Lindsay Smith to get the offload away to Edwards as well. Oh, that's a penalty for me. Oh, it doesn't matter. Cleary goes left-hand side. They should have gotten a penalty just then. Be 5 minutes out. Dorova is on 9 Supercoach points. Oh, that is rough. They go up to Luai. Kicks it through for Sorensen. Oh, drop out. I've seen enough. The Tigers win the men's and women's comps. Thank you, Alex. Tequila for me as well, thank you. Stop hogging all the tequila. Women's game did well against the Eels, but I think the Eels are going to struggle this year. It came off his head, but that's not a knock on, and then the Dogs touch it anyway, so. Malcolm says, Penrith still showing how much my team has to improve. Again, yeah, I agree. The Warriors fans think I hate them just because I say they haven't beaten this team yet. Or the Broncos. Or the Raptor. Even the Roster. Storm. You know, it's a harsh truth, but it's just, it prepares you. So 20 minutes to go here the game, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. Panthers now, they'll be 5 minutes out. Looks like I'll be shaving the beard thanks to this game. Beautiful. Right hand side, they give it off to Yo. And they'll be 3 meters out. Mitch Kenny. Can we give the ball to Scotty Sorensen, my super coach, please? Sonny Luke gives it off to Cleary. Cleary to Luai. Sorensen! Yes! Sorensen! Just as I said, give the ball to Sorensen, my super coach. He scores a try. Boom, boom, baby. Oh, man, you may as well call me the Oracle. Oh, my God. You may as well call me the Oracle, son. Too easy. Cleary, Luai, Scotty Sorensen, bing, bang, see you later. 38-6 the kit to come. About to be 40-6 any moment now. They should get me in the new Matrix movie. They really should. But Scotty Sorensen, way too easy. Asking you shall receive. I received, Camp Brody, because I asked. That's why you're asking shall receive. I've changed my mind. Grow it hell long. Nah. Because guess what, Jay? We had a bet with old mate, was it Stewie? We had a nice little bet with him. And if the Panthers won this game, then I got to shave. So it looks like the Panthers are going to win. Tell you that, mate. Unlucky. So there we go. 90 minutes to go here, and it will be 40-6. 10 points away from a potential fitted bomb. That helps my super coach, that's for sure. Matt's on Sports TV says, surely you'll be doing the rain dance tonight for the Ashes. Oh, we love the rain, we do. We love the rain. We love the rain, we do. We love the rain. We love the rain, we do. We love the rain. Oh, England loves the rain. I love the rain in England. I love it. I love how they're like, oh, I really hope that this doesn't rain out. That'd be so unjust in regards to the result. It's like, man, you're lucky the rain happened at the SCG. You guys were all thanking the rain at the SCG last year when you were down 4-0 going on 5-0. You're lucky the rain saved you by a couple of balls. Like, you give us 10 or 20 minutes more of that SCG test and we bowl them out. We only had one more wicket to get. You can't be... They didn't complain then. They loved the rain then. Now they're saying, oh, it's unjust. It's unjust. You watch Stuart Broad come out and say this series is void, just like the last one. Bulldogs give them so much space, they're scared of the big guys. Yeah, this Bulldogs team list is all over shop. Seeing Piers Morgan on cry on Twitter about the rain is the best thing ever. Yeah, well, he cried about the Bairstow. He cried about the rain. He's always crying. Makes some good points at times, but he's always crying. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, Mitch Kenny's actually injured here. Mitch Kenny, I think he might just be cramping up. I think he'd be right. He's saying something to do with his shin. But yeah, Piers Morgan's been really lippy about this Ashes series. Piers Morgan cried about Elliot Whitehead doing a cricket celebration. Yeah, he did do that as well. Yeah, he did do that. That was funny. That was funny. Oh, he whinge about the rain in England. I know, like, out of all places to whinge, it's like, you guys are literally known for having just rainy weather 24/7. Don't encourage the singing. We love the rain. Thank you for the rain. Thank you for the rain. Oh no. You like that? There you go, trucking. Oh, there's a penalty here to the Panthers. Penalty to the Panthers. So to be Bucko Jr. on report, Malcolm says ankles and knees getting twisted everywhere. I didn't even see what actually happened. Alright, so Panthers are going to be inside the attack in 30, I would assume. No, 40, literally 40 out. Only kicked to 10. So Panthers now 40 metres out of the line. Stephen Crichton off to Edwards. And Mitch Kenny is going to run this ball to 30 metres out from the line now. I'll say 4, but whatever. I lost my ball. No one lost the ball. No ball lost here. It's let's give the ball. You know what? Let's do it again. Let's give the ball to... We're going to say Steve... No, we're going to go with Scotty Sorensen. No, we're not. We're going to go Garner to score a try. I'm going to say Garner to score a try. 44-60 with a kick to come. I said it. I said it, guys. I said Garner to score a try next, and that's what happened. So 44-6 here with 17 minutes to go of the game. Matt's on Sport TV says, you ever thought of going on The Voice? I'd turn my chair for you. Mate, listen, I've said this once before, and I'll say it again. I created The Voice, so I can't go on it because I created the notion of The Voice. Right? I didn't create the show, I created the notion of The Voice, so I could copyright them, but I let them have it. And I think that just because my voice is so brilliant, I don't then go on it. But I may as well sing the national anthem for the NRL at the grand final or State of Origin. I had Garner in my super coach. No, you didn't. Canterbury says something I'm feeling much better about yesterday after watching this game. Yeah, you do feel a bit better. You do. When you look at other teams get whooped worse than you did, you start... But then again, it still puts you into that same mindset as a team like the Dogs when we shouldn't be having that same mindset. Luke Garner against the Bulldogs, 8 games, 6 tries. Where we? It should be 4. Oh, maybe it might not be 46-6. It's a difficult kick if you clear it. Appreciate your side. Malcolm says, I'm watching the game and when they say it before try, it's the worst. Oh, man. 46-64 game back on. Oh, yeah. The clock at 64 minutes. Penrith at 44. So the clock is winning by 20 right now. I don't know if the Panthers can come back here, but they're making a good game of it. Alex's future immortal try right there. That wasn't Mo Fodawaker who scored that try just then, Alex. It wasn't Mo Fodawaker. Alright, Cleary from the wing. 16 minutes to go the game. He will miss that kick too. Big yikes. Can clearly get his Supercoach score up. Well, he's just missed the kick for you, Toby Stevens. So Nathan Cleary has not got his Supercoach score up there. Let me quickly have a look at this Supercoach. The Sharks women win, by the way. What was the score in that? What's the Super... 73% Sorensen. I like it. I like it. I'm probably going to get about 1,200 on Supercoach this week, so not great, but yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's not been great to have huge scores this round. I haven't got a single 100. Oh no. Oh no. No, this is going to be a penalty to the Panthers. Oh my god. You're joking. Are they saying this is a penalty to the Dogs? It touched Nathan Cleaver for the 10. It's going to be a penalty to the Dogs though, because he touched it. Where are we? Or is that time we're officially on Fitty Bomb Watch? We are on Fitty Bomb Watch. But to be fair, that should be a penalty to the Panthers because Cleary was pushed into the ball by Punga Jr. Yeah, I saw that centre for Broncos women's team last night. She is massive in her life. And had a bit of pace in her too. I actually think that should have been a penalty to the Panthers just then. That should have been a penalty, in my opinion, for the Panthers, not for the Dogs. All right, 15 to go now. And it'll be Fatala Mariner, and he'll be taking down 20 metres out from the line. Surely no blue ball or blue bet. Surely not. You can't do it. Be illegal, Marcel. It would be illegal to blue ball or blue bet. You can't do it. Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, jeez. I thought Torova was going to pick that one up and run for goal, but it'll be second tackle now at 30. So much ball to ground this weekend across all games. Third tackle, 25 metres out. Burton, he'll give it off to Alamotti. He'll be 20 metres out. Could she play in the men's Broncos? Probably, if you see her. She's a big woman. You know, she can probably give the men's game a bit of a crack. It's fourth tackle. Now fifth tackle for the Dogs, 13 metres out. Fifth tackle, 13 metres out. They roll it back right hand side to Burton. Puts that ball up. Thrown back. Panthers ball. Luai. She's insanely fast for her size. Yeah, I agree. She did well. Don't forget, guys, in half an hour's time, we'll be going live for the Sharks and Manly game. 4 o'clock. Oh, Cleary's going to kick this across. And it will bounce for Wilson. Wilson. Oh, he's out. He's so out. He's so out. The whole time you could see that he was just touching the sideline. I think he was out well and truly before the camera even got onto him. Yeah, they tried to get across here for Crichton, but the ball didn't bounce for him, and then Wilson is still in here. Yeah, so he went out about a million times. He's running on the goddamn white line. Yes, exactly. So Panthers now at the 20. Bulldogs are the only team to ever lose against the clock. They did lose 93-3 or something, didn't they? Well, Tooth Ferry should be good to Daz tonight on his return from Penrith. Oh, well, that's going to be a knock-on here from Mitch Kenny. Daz, mate, needs everything that he can get right now, Dragon. He needs everything he can get. He don't get much. God help that poor soul. Yeah, knock-on from Mitch Kenny. Hopefully the Sharks Manly game is a bit better than this. Would be nice. Should be a big game, actually, because if Manly can win that game, it'll really throw a cat amongst the pigeons. Manly would go into 11th, but they would be only 1 point away from making the 8. And the Sharks would be still on 26. Sharks win, they go all the way up to 4th. Sharks going to go top 4. Dogs now, the second tackle, 13 metres out. My predicted score was 46-12, praying it can happen. Yeah, I went 48-0, so we're both pretty much there. Sharks will win because Manly's bottom 8. It's a good point. It's a very good point. But Manly gave them a good run for their money at Brookvale. That wasn't Brookvale, though. It was Shark Park on a bounce back. I do think the Sharks will whoop them, to be honest. And that's why I captain Nico Hines. I think there's a bounce back factor. But it will also go into their head. Can't Sharks go third? No. Yes. Yes, the Sharks, if they win by 12 points, would go above the Warriors. Who would go to third? Tavita Ponga Jr. He'll get it off to Jarrell Skelton. Fit tackle, 5 minutes out. 10 minutes to go of the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Hit the subscribe button. Give it off to Burton. That's played at. Oh! But Crichton grabs it. Crichton grabs it. Tackle in opposition 20. 35 times for the Dogs, 18 for the Panthers, and the score is 44-6. No one's trusting you ever, Blissy. Manly are out of the 8, so I pick Sharks. Makes sense. Well, 71% voted for the Panthers in that poll over the clock. It's been a close match between the clock and the Panthers, though. 4th tackle here at the 40. After Cleary, Moses Leota. 5th tackle. They better not blue bet us. They better not blue ball us. And it's looking like it right now. It's looking like the Panthers have completely clocked off. Which frustrates the living shit out of me. Wouldn't trust it with my goldfish. Yeah, we wouldn't trust Blitzy with any goldfish. I wouldn't trust Blitzy with a plant. I wouldn't trust Blitzy with lending him one of my movie discs. You know? You just never get it back. Never ever get it back. 3rd tackle now for the Dogs, and they're 42 metres out from their own line. I remember back in the day where you had that. You had to lend a friend or your family member a movie disc, and you just never get it back. Off to Tavita Ponga Jr. They're 35. Oh, good offload. I think that's going to be 6 again. No, it's going to be a Dogs knock on. Yep. Correct call. These aren't even AirPods, Joe. These aren't AirPods. These are like $13. Yeah, because I've got my expensive headphones that are still in Newcastle with Rhonda. I do want to get AirPods though. I do. Blockbuster was king back in the day. Oh, Blockbuster was the shit. It's going backwards from Scott Sorensen. There's nothing wrong with that. Yours now. I've got these. Italian's got some blue headphones. He's got the headphones. But I think he went and bought blue AirPods or some shit. Yeah, it's always going backwards. Listening to you with my AirPods. Yeah. How about that? How about that? You like that? Alright, so Panthers will get the ball at 30. They lose the challenge. The Dogs, neither. I've never had a goldfish. You should borrow Antonio and headphones. I could have. But I didn't. Because I wanted to get mine. Is it loud when I do that? I like headphone Blaze more with the beard. It's great. But I don't have the headphones because they're in Newcastle. Blockbuster and Eagle Boys piece and a better duo. Oh, just, on a random Tuesday night, going with your mum down to Blockbuster, she's looking at the movies, you're looking at the games to get. Oh, what a night. What a night to be alive. What a time to be alive. Cleary. Fitty bomb. No. Oh! No! Dogs, leave it alone. Let the fitty bomb happen. We want the fitty bomb, Dogs. Give it a rest, man. Shit. We just want a fitty bomb, man. It's what you must ask for. Oh my God, man. Blockbuster, Pizza Hut, and a Mountain Dew. Yeah, I'd say for me, Pizza Hut was the go back then. Yeah, Pizza Hut was the duo. I didn't really have many Eagle Boys. Oh, that's a nice try from Averillo. That was really nice. It's going to be 44-10 with the kid to come. It's a nice try from Averillo. Oh yeah, those are the days. See what PS2 games they have for grabs. Yep. I didn't have Blockbuster, but I had a video store, all the WWE games, such memories. You didn't have Blockbuster? You didn't live. I believe they still have one Blockbuster in Queensland or something. Video Easy. Yeah, remember the old Video Easies? Oh, will they come on -3.5? Jeez, that's actually going to throw it out of whack, Raymond. 44-10. Right now they are. You want them to miss this kick. There's still 7 minutes to go, though. There's still 7 minutes to go, but yeah, the Dogs just scored with this 44-10 with the kick to come. You want them to miss this kick because currently it's 20, 30, 40. Yeah, currently your minus 33.5 is coming off. There's one in Alaska. I swear I saw one in Chicago when I was there. Down near Flossmoor. Morley WA was the second last one in the world. Last one is in the US. Well, there you go. Video easy, so it's chaos. Yeah, it has those things where you can go there and hire it. What's the point, though? All right, so Burton from the wing. This one's important here, actually, for Raymond. There's still 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes to go there. Panthers can still score if he does get it. Burton's a pretty good kicker butt. And he will get the kick. All right, 44-12 here with 6 minutes to go to the game. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Don't forget Sharks Manly in 20 minutes' time. Sharks in the Manly. Sharks in the Manly. Somewhere in Oregon. Yeah, I think so. I think I heard something about Portland, Oregon. Correct. Still out. Yeah, still have thousands of late return fines. Man, that's probably what. Is that the reason why they went out of business? Because of all the late returns? I don't know why. When Jay just dropped the Sharks and Manly, that got me keen for the game. I wasn't that keen for the game until I just saw the Manly. Manly. Go Manly. Sounds like a Batman supports Manly. No Netflix coming up. What do you mean no Netflix coming up? Oh, yeah, Netflix is a good... Oh, here we go! Panthers! Fit him up! Oh, Cleary's only 35. Guys, get it ready. I'm glad I inspired you. So, first tackle now. The Panthers are 20 minutes out. Get them ready. The internet just stole their shit. Apparently, apparently Blockbuster had an ability to buy like Netflix or something like that and didn't. Because they thought they had the monopoly. I'm pretty certain they did. I think I heard about that. 5 meters out from the line. Second tackle. Here we go. Get ready to potentially drop a Fitty Bomb gift, guys. We've got a lot of members nowadays. Get ready to potentially drop a Fitty Bomb gift. Third tackle. 7 meters out. Raymond is holding on to everything possible. He's praying that the Panthers score here. Even if they get a 2. Even if they go with a penalty. Got a left-hand side. So Luke to Cleary. Oh, to Luai. No basketball. Sorensen, you mother. Gee whiz. All right, so Luke now. He's going to cut it across. Gives it up to Edwards. It's 4th tackle. He's still going here, Edwards. And now we 5th tackle, 9 meters out from the line. 5th tackle, Sonny Luke goes right. Kicks it through. Knocks it back in. It's going to be a dropout. Wow, good knock back in. Just no Panther was ready for it. Here we go. You seen the Blockbuster series on Netflix? I haven't. Is that... So, are you correct? Are you saying I'm correct, Matt? Am I correct in saying that they had like the opportunity to buy Netflix or something? They didn't? I can't steal my neighbour's Netflix anymore since they're getting rid of password sharing. I swear that's meant to already be in, but it's not happened. Worst out of business ever is Fantails. Wasn't Kodak another one? I think Kodak was another huge... Oh, off the head. Oh, my... Oh, it's going to be knock on. Thank God, because otherwise we weren't going to have a chance at Fitty Bomb. Oh, no, it's a penalty to the Dogs. They're going to challenge this. You're joking, man. We want a Fitty Bomb, man. Sizzler going out of business hurts my brain, hurts my heart, hurts my soul. That cheesy bread back in the day. They used to have a Sizzler on the Gold Coast that was... Hold on. Peachy... Yeah, he's got a hold of him. They used to have one right next to KFC at Mermaid Beach. It used to be so good, the bread they had. I would go just for the bread. Salad bar was pretty good. We wouldn't even get any... Did you guys ever actually order food? Because we would just use the salad bar. I just loved the salad bar. Who cared about the ordering the food? I don't think I nearly ever ordered food from Sizzler besides the cheesy bread. Hooters Surfers going out of business was bad as well. I was never at Hooters. I have been to a Hooters in America, though. Lovely joint. Really, really, I love that joint. Very good place. All right, 3 minutes to go here. It's going to be third tackle for the Dogs. They're 35 metres out of the line. Flanagan goes out to Burton. Burton gives it off to Averillo, then Carraz. It'll be 25 metres out. Flanagan, Burton, inside. No, they're still making metres though. Joseph just says, if the Panthers win the premiership, then will they be the only team in history to win 3 years in a row? No, Parramatta have done it. Dragons have done it. Only NRL team, but rugby league team, no. Oh! I think that's a knock-on, Skeleton. They'll say this is a try, but they'll check it. I'm pretty certain it's a knock-on, Skeleton. Joshua Wilson says, Sizzlers was the best. I always go to the one at Mermaid Beach. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, the Mermaid Beach one used to be so good. It's gone now, though. It's been gone for a couple of years. So Skeleton scores, but I'm pretty certain he knocks this into the back. Skeleton up. He will... Oh, actually does not touch his back. Let's have a look for this one. This side. Gets it there. Oh, no, he just catches it. No, it is a try. No, it's a fair try. So 44-16 with the kick to come. The all you can eat ice cream is a bomb. Just everything about Sizzler was brilliant. There's one in Cogra that was so good. Cogra's not the Gold Coast, though, mate. Come on now. Come on now. Jarrell Skelton, first NRL try. Last 2 tries win. Hey, I'll take it as a Titans fan. Star Wars fanboy. We can celebrate together. Go the Titans and doggies. Woof, woof, and jing. Woof, woof, and jing. That's how it goes, mate. Dogs and Titans. All the way. We need to score every 20 seconds. We just want a fitted bomb. That's what we want. That dude bet plus 28.5, I think, had a lot on the line with his kick. Well, it's 44-18. Plus 28.5. No, he would have had that if he even missed it. He's got a lot on the line that the Panthers can't score again. 28-30. Oh, there's some idiot on the field. You're not funny, dude. Oh, you're not funny, dude. Get him off the field. Every time Dick and Harry thinks they're funny, they're getting it on for TikTok. Get him off, man. Oh, get this idiot off, man. Oh my god. There's just some random kid running on the field right now. Get him off. Oh, they're going to try and get away. Yeah, no, they're done. They're done for. Dogs and Warriors fans, mate. Yeah. Because the thing is, the problem is when one person does it, it can encourage a whole heap of other people to do it. As we saw with the Warriors game in New Zealand. Like, there was legitimately like people going from everywhere. They were trying to crowd rush the entire field. Oh, Toys R Us. I'm pretty certain is Toys R Us dead? They used to still have one at Robina until not long ago. And then a bank went in there. Yeah, don't put the camera on him. They got him. Yeah, why'd they put the camera on him? Don't encourage it. Second tackle now for the Dogs. 1:17 to go here. Don't forget Sharks Manly in 10 minutes time, guys. There's not going to be probably a 50 bomb today as we have been blue balled at Blue Bet. We have been blue balled at Blue Bet. Enjoy that lifetime long ban and 15k fine, you muppet. When they're that young, they won't get a lifetime ban. They'll probably get like a 3-year ban. But in the same sense, like no one's ever going to be able to see it. Like they're not going to be able to recognise you. Especially when you're that young. If you're in your 30s and 40s, you can be on facial recognition, but not when you're that young. Is City Beach still open? Yeah, there is. Arabina. Yeah, there's still City Beach. Yeah. I used to always want to work at City Beach. That was always the place I wanted to work when I was a teenager. You go to some Westfields like Miranda and you can still look inside where it was. So Burton's going to... Oh, charge down! Oh! Don't get the ball. No feedy bomb. Oh, Alamotti! Alamotti! Gives it off here. They're throwing it around in the Dogs. They could hit 20. They could hit 20 here. They could hit 20 here. 27 seconds to go to Jarrell Skelton. Skelton comes back in. Still going. Still going. 21 seconds to go here. Can the Dogs score again? Yeah, there's a Toys R Us and Pack Fair as well. Is there still one? Has it? I don't know if they've gone. Oh, that's not gone from Cleary. That's not gone from Cleary. There we go. Yeah, we have been blue balled, the blue bet yet again, Seb Watson. Blue balled and blue bet. But there we go, guys. That's the end of that game. We're going to jump on for 10 minutes time. Let me swap over to the next stream, which is the Sharks versus Manly. Obviously, Panthers, they go back to the top, obviously, table. Whereas the Bulldogs, they stay in the 16th, obviously, position. But I appreciate you guys. Like I said, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in 10 minutes time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.